morning, beautiful people.
Is it May today?
Yeah, man.
What is
It's
it?
the 6th.
You sure?
Yes.
All right then. Too high. It's too high, Brent. Right there. Morning, Spotify listeners. We're just sorting out our camera angles. Sorry, my bad. We ready? Good morning, beautiful people. It is Tuesday, the 6th of August. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by you guys. And as always, we're hosted by the best in the business. Please, everyone, introduce yourselves.
It's your girl Just Dream representing the fitness queens in the scene. How you mean? The black queens, by the way. Thanks.
It sounded a bit tame.
I said it tame.
Yeah, it wasn't like the...
You want to do it again? You want it from the diaphragm. It's your girl Just Dream representing the black queens in the fitness scene. How you mean? Is that better? Oh yeah, ow. Thanks.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
Did you see your man's post yesterday?
No.
After he got his haircut. I'm done. He did a selfie in the car. It was like, melanin, yeah, I'm back. Melanin jam-packed. I said, yeah. I am screaming.
We said the trim was trimming yesterday.
No,
Yeah?
it was jokes. You know we can even see the white chalk still there. No, Emmanuel. I had tears in my eyes. I said, yeah, man. Love this for you. I really do.
It's a new trim feeling, man.
I love that for you guys, man. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So what's your thing then? You don't really have a beard either, so what's your moment? What's your ta-da?
I don't know.
You
I
don't
don't
have
have
one? Oh, what's so sad?
We've got to find one. Should I find one?
Yeah, man. There must be something like, do you know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna lie, like with me, hair, eyelashes, nails, like yeah, it's like okay, I'm back, baby.
Yeah, my too. Pedicure.
It's not the same. It doesn't hit the same.
Tattoo.
Still doesn't hit the same. Don't you find with tattoos, yeah, it's like you get them, you're really excited, and after a while, it's just like,
Just go down again, innit?
yeah.
Yeah.
And when they're freshly done, they're nice, and then they blend in with everything else, and it's like,
That's why you got to
keep going.
re-up. I got some space on my legs I need to fill, so we can do that. What's good though, man? Everybody all right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't
man.
complain. So you don't go barbers at all?
What for? Sorry.
No, there's more people that go barbers. They go in and just get it like clean.
Yeah, but you can do it yourself though, no? Like, why would you? The thing is, you don't need a shape up, right? You're literally going skin and bone, right? So why do you have to pay someone to go skin and bone? You can do it yourself.
It depends. If I go to the right barbers, I could go to the barber sometimes. If he's reasonable.
To do what?
Shave.
To shave you bald? Yeah, but do you not shave bald yourself? You must do.
But it's still paying for a service, isn't it?
Fair enough. Oh, look at that.
What's that? It's gone.
Oh, hold on. It's giving mum and dad. Look. Can you see it in the corner?
Yep.
Bar just popped up. Did that just pop up?
Yeah. Brent, look.
Yeah, so
Oh, did you?
yeah, he's
okay.
wearing his white tuxedo thing.
Raj, your eyesight that good, yeah? Wow.
Brent's vigilant, isn't it?
2020 vision.
I don't understand. You just show the screen.
Oh, I didn't know if it came on. I was showing you manual, so I don't know if it came on the.
I'm watching you.
Oh, never mind.
Oh my goodness.
Well, on, Brent. You all right? You make it through the night?
Yeah, I'm alright. Do you use that powder? How do you bald your head?
So what?
You asked if you do your own
How'd you go
haircutting.
bald?
So what powder?
Oh, you're wondering what powder I'm talking about?
Yeah.
There's powder, there's cream, There's no shaver.
Sorry.
Like, how do you ball your head?
Oh, what do I do? Shaving cream, shaving foam, or whatever it is.
How do you mean? Like, you just spray it and it just drops off.
Sorry, what?
Just spray it and it just drops off. You just wash it. Wash the hair off.
Oh, you talk about hair removal cream.
Yes.
Oh no, I don't use that.
What do you do?
Shave my head.
Oh, so what type of shaver do you use?
So what is it like almost like the Gillette thing? Put the cream on it and then
Yeah. I use I don't even know what shaver I'm using in a minute. Probably like a lady shaver, a Venus or something like that.
A Venus?
Venus.
She's got it.
Yeah, baby, she's got it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your Venus.
I'm your fire, your desire. That's why I went to it, because of that.
Just had to ruin it.
No, I'm just saying.
what about the one? You know the one that you kind of hold like you just hold it like
Yeah,
that.
you grip it and it shaves you.
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be quite cold. A barber used it on me one time. It was all right. I might go get one. Some company messaged me to try DM me, asked me if I'd promote it for them. They'll give me one. I said, shut your bitch ass up.
Why? Why not?
Huh?
Why not? It's not on brand.
Huh?
I said, why not? But the thing is, it's
Promoting
something
no
that you'd actually,
shavers.
but you'd actually use it though.
Yeah. Maybe they can reach back out to me after they see this. And send it. They're supposed to be half decent though. I know what ones you're talking about. You clip them and there's just yeah, they're not bad. But nothing beats old school, man. Shaving foam and razor, man.
Hear it.
Or you get the cutlass thing, you know the.
Oh, like back in the day.
And just.
We got plenty of followers yesterday because you shared the thing on Twitter.
What?
We got plenty of followers yesterday because you shared the tweet on Twitter.
What about all the other times I shared it? You get plenty of followers then as well?
I'm just reminding you to share the tweet on Twitter.
No, you wasn't. You was telling me about what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
It was his way
it will
of
be,
saying-
It will be an incentive for you to share the tweet, innit?
No, it wouldn't. Better incentive would be saying, yeah, share the link. Like that would be a better incentive for me.
Have you ever
I ain't got my
polished
phone.
your shoes?
Huh?
Have you ever polished your shoes?
Yeah.
Can you remember last time you did it?
When he was in school, probably.
Secondary school.
Facts.
Was it the toothbrush?
No, we
Oh,
had like
I
a
get
brush.
you. Brush.
We had a
I had a
proper
brush.
We had a proper shoe brush and we had the shiny thing.
Mm-hmm.
You push it in the black thing and just.
Do you remember the other one, yeah, where it
It
was
smells
like
nang as well. I like the smell of it.
the tube,
fucking phone? You talking about the liquid one?
the liquid one,
Yeah,
and then
yeah, you
it's
press it a
spun to
bit.
the top?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that. Why do I now feel like women were not meant to like polish their shoes? I feel like I'm not meant to be part of this conversation.
How? If your shoes were
Nah,
scuffed,
yeah.
then how
No,
they
I
gonna get
know.
polished?
But it's
Leather
just-
shoes.
But in my head, I just associate with stuff that men do. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I used to polish my shoes, leather joints, bring them back. Used to make them look clean. Is that old school? People don't polish shoes no more.
I don't think so. Well, I've never heard.
Have you got a shoe polish kit?
Yeah.
Do you wear those kind of shoes though? I don't think anyone wears those
I've not
kind of
used it
shoes
in the
anymore.
longest while.
I think everyone's got dress shoes and shit, man. They're just not, because we're not in secondary school, they're just not getting scuffed up like that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
They wearing them every
That's
day,
what I
innit?
think, yeah. They're just not getting mashed up. We're wearing them like once a year. They're calm. The
Yeah,
most they got
fair
on them
enough.
is little dust. You get me?
Yeah.
You just have to just brush it, wipe it down and thing. I think that's what it is.
Fair.
Yes.
I think that the secondary school children,
You think
their
they still do
parents
it?
Yeah.
But they still do it, you're saying?
Because they have to wear shoes all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense. But they're not. Are they more wearing trainers nowadays?
They can't do that, can they?
Or
You
like
can, to be fair.
half and half, like, or like the wallabies and thing, like, you know, like.
Like some schools, you can get away with black trainers. I think so. I mean, I used to wear black trainers to school. I don't know if I was allowed though. But I did it anyway.
I thought, well, I tried, but they were like black and yellow, so it was bait.
That's not black, is it?
No, they were like mainly black
Yeah, but like yellow stitching?
and stripes. Adidas.
It's not black.
I tried. I got them confiscated. Didn't work. No, man.
Was the last time you ironed your clothes?
Can I be honest? I don't. You know what? It's because realistically, yeah, This is probably why I wear gym wear all the time. I don't think there's anything worse than ironing. I hate ironing clothes. Yeah, it's such a chore. I'd rather wash dishes. I hate it. So I'm always wearing clothes that just, when I put them on, they stretch. So I don't need to iron them. I'm not going to lie. Unless I'm going out and I have to. And even that is like, oh, great. I have to iron my clothes.
But the clothes, don't the creases like drop out naturally?
It depends though, because some things, no. Like if I was wearing baggy like tracksuit bottoms and they're really big, they're not going to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Why don't you iron your clothes?
Yeah. No, I don't.
No, because I'm not going to lie, that wasn't even believable.
No, I have a heat press now. So I do iron them, but not in the same conventional way.
How does that work?
I put my clothes on the heat press and I press it down.
And then just...
Yeah.
How long do you have to wait? And how many clothes can you put in at one time?
Just one, Emmanuel. Just one.
Ain't that much longer then?
Not really.
Isn't it much longer?
What are you talking about?
Because how many clothes do you iron at a time? One.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that you might have to wait, like, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes for one shirt, or move the shirt around afterwards. And how big is this heat press?
This heat press is massive, and it's seconds. I could even put it for 1 second, and it will be. Pew.
You don't put everything in there, do you?
Like what?
Like I'm just thinking
what
about.
do I actually wear to even?
I'm thinking
iron
about
in the first place?
material, like fabrics. Do you get what I mean?
I put
Like where some things burn.
jean jacket.
Can I be honest? You washing your jeans jacket in the washing machine at home is wild. In my head, that's so wild.
Who's washing what?
You said a jeans jacket.
I didn't mention about washing.
So why would you put your jeans jacket in the
Heat press.
Yeah, why? Why is it creased? Where did you go for it to get creased?
Wouldn't it be after you washed it?
In the washing machine.
No.
So why is your jeans jacket creased? Is what I'm asking.
It came creased.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I get that. I'm not gonna lie, I thought you put it in the washing machine. That's why I said you washing your jeans jacket is wild to me.
No.
Right, where would you wash your jeans jacket?
I'd take it to dry cleaner. I'm not gonna lie. The thought of just yeah.
Do you wash normal jeans at home?
Yeah, it depends. I'll take it dry cleaners.
Do you wash any type of denim, I'm saying? Is it just because it's shaped like a jacket?
Yeah, the jacket is wild to me. I think any type of jacket in my head is a dry cleaning situation.
I heard that.
Do you get what I mean?
You'll have money.
I knew you were going to say that. No, that's not the case. It's just...
Convenience, yeah?
It's just... Yeah.
So what do they do when you give it to the dry cleaners? What do they do?
Convenience.
No, what do they do?
They wash it. But they'll take their time. I don't have time. I mean, I'll put it in with everything else and on the wrong settings and then I ruin it and then it's like,
So you don't trust yourself?
You know?
You don't trust yourself.
Nope.
How are you managing with all of these riots, Gina? Isn't your area majority white?
Not anymore.
Oh, serious?
No.
Had to close the border.
Poor Brits. Even my road. Even on my road. Yeah, no, not really.
Yeah, got a Jamaican in the left.
Oh, but you didn't think it was Jamaican, but you realised it was Jamaican. I got a Jamaican on the left, a British on the right, a couple Asians across the road. Yeah, my road is very mixed. There's a lot of black people on my road as well, actually. A couple Nigerians. There's a girl that does eyelashes, and the reason why I'm saying this is because they love to park in places. You know when your customers come, parking up anywhere. Yeah.
They lost the straight.
Huh? They lost the
street.
a long time ago.
Does she do your lashes? Is that yeah?
No, she's
Lash
not.
tech.
No.
You got a lash tech that lives on your road, you don't use her?
Sorry, not lash, that's eyebrows. But no, I don't.
She must be meaty.
No, do you know what? It's not even that. Don't you feel like when you find someone that you use for a service and they're good, you kind of just stick to them, innit? I think that's me. Even if it's inconvenient.
Yeah, one right next door, you know.
She's like 2 doors away, yeah. Literally. She's 2 doors away.
No, if she was any good, you'd be using her.
No, but you know, it's not that she's bad. It's just like I said, like I'm too used to using. You don't want cheat on your barber. Well, you don't have a barber. Sorry, Manuel.
You know what? Back in the day, yeah, I wouldn't. Nowadays,
You don't care.
I care less.
Oh, swear. Even though you're getting older and your hairline is like,
Yeah.
now's the time to really be cautious because one false move and wahala.
It's not. I don't know. It's not a big deal to me anymore. You know. Before I cared, like, you know what I mean. But now it's like you just enter into that bracket where, you know.
To be fair, if you go bald, you go bald.
I wouldn't go that far, but
That's exactly what I thought. So,
Question.
Mm.
You know how you're seeing like these EDL people, and you're seeing those Muslim men and women looking to protect their mosques and stuff
MDL.
and their communities. If that's what you want to call them. I'm not sure if they've actually won that jacket yet.
Well, EDL just got disbanded 10 years ago and you're still using it, so
You don't think that they're still like banding about?
I'm just saying.
I don't know if they're organized under the same title, but they're surely organized under another title. Maybe just a WhatsApp group, lads. Saw a video yesterday of a man saying that all the firms should link up again, like in 2017.
What happened in 2017 again?
What did he say? I think it was some sort of march. After the incident at Ariana Grande concert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what he was talking about. Yeah. So I want to ask Emmanuel, Gina, and Mags. You might have different answers, right? What would it take you to actually go out on the street to look to protect your community, like those fantastic Muslim men? Because if I ask you right now, Emmanuel, would you go out and join a mob to protect your community? What would you say?
Depends.
No, right now.
Right now.
You're going to tell me what it would take in a minute. But right now, if I asked you, would you be seen as one of them balaclava-clad men?
No.
How about you?
Anything?
What does it mean? What does that mean?
what did you say?
What would it take for me to go out there?
Yeah. What do you mean anything?
Just a call to arms.
But who's calling you?
Huh?
Who's going to call you? Who you going to answer the call to?
Who are you going to call?
The community, innit? I went out there when they was when they came last time.
Did Loon say let's go?
Who?
Did Loon say let's go?
Loon's ain't a boots on the ground type of killie, man. That's not his story. I'm like Leonidas and that. Innit? You get me? My thing's separate.
Wait, what?
George Floyd times.
You went out for George Floyd?
Yeah, I was outside.
As in, where did you go?
Wherever the whole protest was, all right up by them bridges and thing, and the whole.
So you would go to organize marches?
Yeah.
Just as a motive?
What do you mean as a motive? To support?
No, but I'm
Unity.
talking about that type of support that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, so I went to the George Floyd, and then
it turned-
remember
It turned away.
the next
It
day
turned
they
a
were
piece.
saying that the Tommy Robertson youth was pulling up.
Did
So
you-
we
did
stepped back out again.
All right. So when you say we, who went with you?
You're so excited.
Because I never thought I'd hear this, but I had a theory.
Couple of the kiddies in there, innit?
Did the old firm link back up again?
If they
No, you are too dumb.
Go on.
if they're coming for a fight,
It's right up your alley.
it's right up my alley, innit? Fisticuffs.
I'll get back to you. How about you, Gina?
No.
All right. Emmanuel, why not you? Right now.
I feel like my skills in the battlefield would be wasted.
Should have been waning.
They'll be wasted. You know what I'm saying? I could be used in many more areas. You know what I'm saying? So
No, honestly though.
I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man.
No.
All right, put it this way. Imagine I was to break the necks of like 10 people, yeah. That's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Any given Sunday, right? But if I was to be elsewhere strategizing, I could affect hundreds of thousands. You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying?
can we be serious, right? So
This guy.
you've seen the EDL traipsing through Walthamstow,
Yeah.
right? Or Leighton, your own stomping ground, right? And you've seen and heard a bunch of guys looking to meet up at the barbershop.
I'll be honest. All right, let me be serious. I'll be honest with you. If I felt like the attack was on black people, then you've got my ears. You know what I'm saying? If I felt as though, okay, black people, serious black people was coming together, like, yo, this is what we're doing for our women and our children, then I'll be out there.
So if
If it's just a
quote,
community
unquote,
thing, you know, the area, nah, there's other people around, innit?
no, but that's what's happening currently, right?
Yeah, I'm not on that. It has to be
And
directed
why
at black
not
people.
though?
Because I care about black people.
No,
That's my priority.
no, why are you not on that if it's just a community thing?
Because I don't feel like, when I say community, let's just say like a particular area. Let's just say, yeah.
Yes.
Because I feel like I don't feel that allegiance to my area like that. I could pick up and move the area. You know what I'm saying? I could just move.
All right. So the reason wouldn't be what you have to lose, or what you have to basically.
Not really, because I feel like, especially when you're in this country where there's police and there's all these other things, I feel like those things at least are filters to kind of stop certain things happening. If it was coming to my doorstep, to my road, then that's a bit different, you know what I mean? But if you're talking about, the EDL's talking about coming to this area, we're going to meet them at the bloody market and have a standoff, and no, it's just unnecessary. If you're talking about these people attacking black people, and the black men are like, yo, let's go out and do something, protect our women, protect our children, our elderly, then that's different. That's a completely different thing to me.
That's so cool, man. I mean, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm not going anywhere.
I know you're not.
I have things to lose. I'm looking at what these Muslim guys, they're tooled up, he's in their cars going wee, roundabouts. And I'm thinking, I have stuff to actually lose. I can die out there.
Yeah, but when you're walking to the gym and they catch you and mash you up, don't say nothing either. You get me? To no one.
Like, what do you mean?
Don't cry, don't moan, just cry in your bed by yourself and don't talk to no one. Don't offload on anybody or nothing. Don't moan about nothing. When they catch you going about your business and
Fair enough,
they cuff you
calling
up.
me-
You
Fair
know what I'm
enough.
saying? That's what,
I like how you said cuff.
yeah.
In Trinidad, we say cuff you up. You say cuff.
Yeah.
Right. I like that you called me a coward. I don't care. I really don't care.
I love it.
In my head, that's such a waste of my time, right? And I also think it's quite valiant that they're doing that, right? Because I think some of them have 9 to 5s,
Yeah, probably.
and some of them don't have like ballies on.
It's not about all that.
And that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of. Why
But-
isn't it about all that?
Because they clearly, the cause, whatever they're fighting for them is bigger. Do you know what I mean? It's worth the risk. It's worth losing what they have.
And I think for some of them, maybe I don't think all of them are out there because this cause is bigger than. So I think a lot of them are out there because they're normally out in the streets anyway. Some of them don't have jobs.
100%.
Why are you saying that? Like, so,
There's many people out there that's jobless.
but
Remember, the immigrants have taken the jobs.
no.
No, he's talking about the other side, right?
That was her. Oh, what the Muslim Defense League, MDL. What are you talking about?
That's what I thought he was talking about initially.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the EDL people.
So-
No.
Oh, okay,
so-
my mistake.
So, question. So, all of those Muslim men are good, honest working men?
100%. That's completely different. They've stopped what they're doing to come out and protect their mosque, their community, their families. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're sacrificing. Them other people are jobless.
Now, I love how it is that you've romanticized this particular resistance, right? I'm not sure if you've seen the footage. I'm not. A lot of them look like gang members. They look like they're on road anyway. Do you understand? And that's what my theory was.
That's because of stereotypes, though. Just because they got tracksuits on and
I was gonna say that,
balaclavas
though,
and
when
stuff.
you're-
dogs
Yeah.
and weapons.
Everyone can have a weapon, bro. You can have a weapon. You've got a kitchen. You have knives in your kitchen, do you
No,
not?
I love what you're doing.
No, but
I really love what you're doing.
No, but yes or no? Do you not have knives in your kitchen?
Yeah.
So if you were to take something like that outside, would that not be classed as a weapon?
Yeah. But the EDL...
Hold on. Do you not own tracksuits?
100%.
Do you not
but
own hoodies?
You're not saying that the EDL are jobless, but these Muslim patriots and community protectors are all good, hard-working men.
I don't think the EDL are jobless either. I don't. They're patriots.
Do you think they're labourers?
Probably. Not a man on the tools there. Definitely. Scaffolders, plumbers, all that kind of stuff. Brickies and that. Bury them.
Why that stereotype?
Just a stereotype that fits. Just one that fits, I think. Definitely, a lot of the man them on the tools over there, I think. And maybe that's probably how they got some of the free time. They could just like move their schedules about. The office pods can only come on lunchtime or like after 5, innit?
Yeah, so back to me being a coward, right?
Go on.
I'm definitely leaving my house to go link up in some next area, right? Especially if I hear like EDL people are coming to basically mash up black people, right? I'm not going to where they've said they're going to meet up because in my head, there would already be representation there that can afford to, waste their life, right? I don't mind you all calling me a coward because of that, by the way. But I'm quite reactionary. So if I happen to be walking somewhere and they do accost me and they say, I'm going to kill you, the word we're not allowed to use.
ER.
Yeah, I'm black. Air Forces, I'm on it.
Right.
I'm on it. Yeah, that's when it is. I'm like, activate. That's when I
To be honest, that activate's not even believable. But as you were.
But that's why that's what I'm telling you. I'm not going anywhere. So if you believe that, I don't mind you not believing that because when it is, you see it, you won't expect it.
Okay,
You won't be prepared.
Love that for you.
Yeah, and that should be fine too, right?
Yeah.
There should be some blacks like me who want to preserve and strategize.
No unity, man. That's why we can't get on code.
Yeah.
It's because of the blacks like you, man.
Right.
Always want to leave it to the other people to do the heavy lifting for you, man.
How about
Unity coming together.
No, you're
Show
not.
of strength.
one of our principles as the new black? Terrible. That's you. You're saying he's not on that stupidness. So question. There'll be some people there that are more on violence than you, right? There'll be some people there who just want to co-opt this particular protective mode and just go on a proactive, any white person we get, let's mash them up. Are you then saying, hold up, I ain't here for this?
Yeah, at some point. Yeah, of
You're
course.
thinking.
I'll control the troops. I'll control my little regiment.
And if you see another regiment just finding any random whites and then mashing them up, what are you doing with your regiment?
No, that's not what we're here for. That's not the cause that we're pushing. You get what I'm trying to say?
You're telling me that you would stop them?
Yeah, man. I'll tell them, man, they'll come, man. Keep an eye on the prize, man. Fix up. Concentrate. We've got a mission here. You get what I'm trying to say?
But they're not listening
They would listen.
because your regiment would be...
Highly respected.
All right.
Feared and revered.
All right. So it'll be infighting at that point.
Nope. To be listening, doing what they're told.
Just straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Whipping the troops into shape.
Mm.
This ain't what we're doing. This is the mission.
Fair.
You got to know how to galvanize the troops, man.
I really wanted to know what the psyche was in a man's mind.
War.
Yeah, I think so. It's like just violence, right?
Yeah.
And if you've been there before in that type of environment, it's easy for you to just revert.
I suppose. But I think that as a man,
I like how you've done it again. I don't mind because you started when you were a boy. Do you understand? And many men told you that wasn't the path you should go down, but you sold to men, right?
But if you know,
Right?
okay, but listen,
All right.
if you know that at 6 p.m. they're gonna be on your high road, they're gonna mash up all
Yeah, I'm
your.
not going.
They're gonna mash up all your amenities.
I'm not going.
All your amenities, yeah. And any person of color they see, they're brocking up. You're just gonna sit in the yard. And then what are you gonna do? Complain when you go outside tomorrow and all the shops are mashed up and you can't get no stuff from that. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna complain about it. Don't make no. Don't. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't complain. Don't have nothing to say to nobody.
No, I
Sit
hear
in
what
your
you're
yard and shut up.
Yeah, I hear
because if you're not gonna part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
Nice. Question. I could understand, not question, statement. If at 6 p.m., I find out where's daddy's in Tesco, I have to go out. Do you understand? Because there's something outside. I have to go out. Outside that, why am I going out?
Again, I told you they're gonna mash up all your amenities. You're gonna need to use them tomorrow. You're gonna want to use them tomorrow when you go back out and try and get involved in your normal life.
No, this is not. It's not relatable to me. So
How not? What shops do you use?
what,
Your
buy
shop.
what?
Anything that you need to sustain life.
So Sainsbury's.
Okay, they're mashing up your Sainsbury's.
I'm not going to protect Sainsbury's.
Okay,
am
then
am I a stupid
and your
Mongoloid?
corner shop. And
I'm
your
not, my corner shop is from my who?
and your what else do you use? And your gym.
You're not
You're not
selling
getting.
it.
Yeah, I
You're
was gonna
not
say.
selling it. If Gina's gym is getting mashed up, she's not going up to basically get
Oh
mashed up.
hell no!
It's not about the gym. I'm just saying it's about protecting your community and your things that
No,
you're
no,
going to
no, no.
use.
No.
But if you don't use the stuff in your community, you don't care about it, then you're selfish. Then that's why I don't approach you.
No.
What do you use?
I liked the George Floyd marching thing. I liked that.
Yeah.
I didn't go there though.
But what could come under threat that you use in the community that you might think to yourself, oh, I want to protect this?
If my family members are out when it is they were supposed to come, I'll go out.
What about if you heard that they was gonna be on your street?
Even if Emmanuel sends a text saying, "Oh crap, the junction that I'm supposed to bus through to go to where I'm living, they've blocked it off." Like
Oh
that.
no, I wouldn't say that. I know how to use the accelerator immediately.
But
They'll make way.
If it is that he basically intimates that he's in trouble, then I'll go out.
What about if they was gonna protest and make their headquarters at the top of your road? Would you, as a community, come out and say you're not welcome here? Don't put your headquarters here, or we just sit in your yard and let them run the street?
Imagine having to ask permission to go to the station because they're right at the top. Right?
So that's reactive. Like I said, I could do the reactive stuff. I'm not doing that proactive, going to mind their business type stuff.
Okay, so if you knew that they was coming to your street, you'd set up the street, you'd defend it and tell them to go away.
No. I said I could do the reactive stuff.
So what are you doing if you know that they're coming to set up headquarters on top of your street?
I'm not doing anything.
Set up a curfew.
I'm not doing it because in my mind I'm thinking, when you set up, you're then going to tell me I can't pass without some sort of permit. All right.
Yeah.
Bet. Then I'll walk with something then, innit? Ask me the question. Go on.
Oh, so you'll let them set up and then you'll be rebellious and break.
Like I said, I could be reactive. That
doesn't make sense.
I can't switch on the violent stuff unless it's a loved one, like I told you.
Being proactive in that situation would be better. Stopping them from setting up any borders on your road would make more sense than walking out there
And I
to get
love the
mashed up
fact that
because you're
you
trying
would
to.
leave the studio, you would stay, you bring a car, you stay on the Monday, knowing for well they're coming Tuesday morning. You stay on the Monday with the no behavior boys, right? There'll be a few more, obviously. And then you would go out and prepare the way.
But you'd let them set up, sit in your yard, cowering in your house, hearing them set up, and then all of a sudden get the bright idea and say, actually, nope, I'm going to go walk through this barrier. Let's see what they're really made of. And pick up your knife and go and walk. That don't make no sense. That's asking for trouble.
No, I 100% I wouldn't then go and provoke them. Because if I know they're up there, I just go the other way. Do you understand? You're like, though you've interrupted my passage.
They wouldn't be able to set up in the first place.
Yeah, because you'd be proactive.
This is what I'm saying.
And that's fine. And you have experience.
What?
Since
in
you were
writing?
young.
No, we didn't riot.
Being violent. You've had experience. That was part of my theory, basically. I thought that you would say certain thing because you're prone to be violent and not like risk assess.
No, but I'm also a defender, a warrior, a leader. I'm also all these things.
No, but
so.
you're also a destroyer of communities. You sold drug to children.
This guy is mad.
You see what I did there?
This guy is mad.
You see what they did there? If you could basically call me a coward,
I was
I could
creating.
call you a corrupter.
I was creating and providing opportunities. All that kind of stuff is all about perspective. It depends.
Everything's about
It
perspective.
depends where you're looking at it from.
How you saw
And
my situation, you called me a coward.
It's easy to make those assumptions with rose-tinted glasses, you know.
And it's easy to call me a coward, isn't it? That's a wise man. When he said he was strategized, you're like, yeah, fair. But when I
didn't even comment on that.
I'm not even going over there. You're like, ah,
No, but he was at least wanted to be a part of the war effort.
Gina. Would it dry up your pups? If it is your man says he's not going out there to basically fight the EDL.
No.
It would,
You said, would it dry up?
Yeah.
I said, no, I don't think so.
but it's a possibility. It's how he basically delivers the cowardice.
I'm not going to lie, yeah. If we got kids and like, you know what I mean?
He didn't bat an eyelid to say he ain't thinking about his daughter.
Oh, then I don't know, but do you know what? I think it depends on who you are, because if for example, yeah, if this is your passion, if you're an activist, if that's who you are, then there would be an expectation for you to go out, and if you're not, that's when I'd be like,
Where you
sorry,
going?
no. If you weren't
Going.
going, yeah, that's when I'd question it, because I'd be like, are you taking a pic? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But if that wasn't who you were,
yeah.
then there would be no expectation.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, you see you? Why shocking me? I'm very surprised. You've shocked me.
Why?
Because again, like, you are the kind of person that I would expect to be outside.
Yeah, for black people. Yeah.
No. What? He wouldn't go outside.
Who wouldn't go outside?
You.
I said,
would for black people.
I said I'd be.
When you say for black people, did you go to the Black Lives Matter, any of the marches?
That was a march. That's not
how many-
potential thingy. You know, I don't.
How many
really subscribe
opportunities did he have
marches.
to tag in?
Bear them.
Bare of them, right? Even when it got hostile, bare of them. Did you?
What are you talking about, though?
What did you think I was talking about when I asked you the question, Max?
What about going outside and fighting and thing? Yeah, what you meant?
So why
Talk about the
did you-
marches, the BLM marches.
No, not
It
necessarily.
didn't start off as a riot thing.
Because we were talking about the EDL, MDL
Yeah, what did I
thing.
say? I said if you're talking about
I'm not talking about EDL.
But we're not talking about just the marches though. We're talking about going and
That's what I'm saying. I said if it was for my area, no, I'm chilling. But if it's for like black people,
But this is
And-
what the
yeah, but then you didn't come
BLM
outside
was.
when George Floyd was going on.
because that was just a regular march.
Not
And I
when-
don't believe in marches
No,
like
they
that.
said Tommy Robinson and them, and they came down to try and disrupt the march.
I didn't get that memo.
You see, he's like this.
That's completely different. That's completely different. That's completely different. If for example today the EDL people are talking about and we're like, yo, we're gonna do this because they're targeting this particular black community. What? Why wouldn't I though? To protect the women and the children. Like, what's the men there for? I don't understand.
So if they say like, yeah, because obviously they're announcing all the places that they're going in. So if they say, okay, cool, they're coming to somewhere in London, they're going to
Wherever area.
wherever area.
All right, so
And I'm getting a call and you lot are serious. I'm there. 100%.
all right, look.
Because that's our responsibility.
Look.
Welcome to the community. All talk, but very little action. See?
Hey, that's not directed at me. I'm telling you.
Y'all are. You think I'm going to flipping now change my tune because this guy thinks.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy
But
thinks
that's
I'm a
why
coward.
I said this from the beginning, my stance. If you come into my area, I'm not like I said, I can move area. I'm not tied to my area like that. You know what I'm saying?
But I've got receipts. Boots on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've got experience.
No, not from just miscellaneous fuckeries. I'm saying for BLM marching, protecting
Yeah.
black people.
Yeah.
I've
100%.
got receipts.
This is a poor
Had a
take
ba-
from
had-
Brent.
well,
He
I was
sees
gonna put a
actions
beret
as
on.
form of violence, I apologize if it is me saying that I'm a coward made you feel bad for going to basically protect your community.
Blackness.
Is that how you felt when I was talking to you? No, I don't think that this is stopping here. I did see like some footage of some Muslim lads going to some pub and beating up some white guy, and it's wicked how certain people kind of frame like clips, because they will clip out the bit where the white lad's like, come on, and then, saying whatever. You clip that out and then only put the part where the Muslim lads like punch him up and start kicking him up. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that's what normally happens online.
That's true.
And in that sense, he asks for that.
They're good. Mash them up anyway. Only people ain't gonna like that are the natives.
Yeah. I really don't want this to turn into like a religious tit for tat.
I don't mind. Why is there not something in you that likes to tear up? You should have that.
Really?
Yeah, but you hear that there's a tear up. You should be on it.
Can you help me understand why I should want to tear up?
As a man, you get me? We're not even allowed to punch people up in society and stuff like that. You get what I'm trying to say? So when there's a forum there for you that allows you to express yourself and to partake in those kind of exercises and rituals, you should be all
I think
for
you're
it.
right. I think you're right. But that was with me when I was younger.
Okay.
I really looked forward to like a scuffing, but that was when I was younger, and it wasn't like violent scuffing. As in, with my ops, it was a mutual. Let's do this and see who's stronger type thing.
But
Yeah, I didn't have enemies like that.
I'll get joy from this. I see these clips going around and these incidents and and I wish someone would. Like, I would love an opportunity for we use man to come in the street talking nonsense so we could just fist you up. Like,
Why did you say we?
Because we the black people.
So you always need numbers, would you?
This
To
ain't
feel
a-
that way. To feel safe.
This ain't a solo fight. This ain't about me. They don't know me personally. They're not calling my name out. Get me? It's not for me, essentially. It's for the bigger picture, the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
So there's a weed thing, innit?
Yeah, I mean, I love that they're doing that. It's just now the fallout from that, because you would have bad faith actors in there who just want to basically mash up anything and beat up anybody, regardless whether it is that they are insulting them or not.
Yeah, no, I hear that, but then that's why it don't start none, won't be none. That's why you leave us alone. You don't cause no problems because because you can't control how these problems manifest themselves. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not just people that deserve it getting punched up. Everybody getting mashed up. That's why you should just leave man alone. You get me? Because if we start, there's problems. So I'm not even necessarily condoning it, but it's just a byproduct of. It's like all is fair in love and war, and it is what it is. So even though I'm not necessarily condoning it, I'm not going to condemn them actions. The real problem thing is don't start with man in the first place. Leave man alone. And this is the reason why you should leave man alone. Because if you don't leave man alone, all hell's going to break loose. You get me? Like all types of hell. No one ain't going to be safe. That's a good message to send out there. You get me? And that way they might actually think twice before bothering you again.
What do you think, Emmanuel? Do you think that's a good message or not?
Yeah, 100%.
As in, the innocents will get mashed up as well?
Just like...
It's not necessarily direct. It's not direct at innocence. It's just don't come here. You know what I'm saying? Control your people and make sure no one comes here and feels like they can violate anybody. Otherwise, there'll be consequences. Take it how you want to take it. That's how it is. And I think communities that have always kind of given off that aura have less issues. You know what I mean?
Like Rotherham, Eltham.
not them, because who really goes down there to do anything? You know what I'm saying? But just in terms of it's not exactly the same.
Revive, sorry.
It's not even in terms of I don't want to make this like a religious thing, but it's just like the conversation we had the other day, where you just know that there's certain belief systems, how people hold certain belief systems. You just know that with some people you can do certain things, and with other groups, you can't do certain things because there will be repercussions. You know what I mean? That's basically how I see it.
This is how I'm seeing it too, though. This is, it's, you have the stereotype, and then you have the extreme that off the back of what is going to happen now, well, God forbid it happens, but I don't see it de-escalating anytime soon. And I do see they look well-equipped. And they don't look like they would stop at just like a rough up. They look like they would do what you're saying. Everybody gets it now. Because now we're amped up, and now you're going after our God, and that's different level. Everything's on the table. Hence them coming up with the tools in the first place.
That's a fair response, I think.
But a long-lasting effect, though.
Yeah.
What's the alternative?
That's a good question.
The alternative? Protecting your community and just acting in self-defense.
Isn't that what they're doing now?
What?
Isn't that what they're doing?
Dependent on which platform puts out clips, it looks like they're not doing that.
Okay.
I'll stop there.
I haven't seen any MDL attacking anybody. I've seen a lot of clips of them just gathering in numbers. Obviously, they've got weapons and stuff, but they're just saying like, yeah, if you'd like to see you try to pull up today kind of thing. But obviously, you said you've seen them mashing people up. I haven't seen them mashing people up.
Cool.
Is there footage of them mashing people up?
Yeah.
What, like attacking or defending?
But I'm saying it depends on which part of the clip that you look to clip up and put out. If you're following one of the instigators or the quote-unquote far-right people who are normally looking to brand whatever they're doing as villainous and now saying, look, see, two-tier policing, they're doing this, they're on a rampage and we're the police. There are some clips that was put out where you have a Sky News reporter talking, and just in the back.
Oh, they come on their bikes and. Never mind.
Yeah, there's that. But there was also one where a man has looks like a double-edged sword with some sort of middle piece, and he's just standing there. Do you understand? And obviously, the person who put that up is saying, if we were doing that, we would get pressed on. But look, big old Sky News, this is what's happening. No, I just responded to what you said. I just think after this, there are going to be consequences for all those involved that will be longer lasting than just the protection of one's community.
Do you think it's going to escalate even more?
I do believe so, yeah.
So are we on the brink of a real civil war then?
I don't know about a civil war.
England's falling to shit though. Not gonna lie.
It's a civil war. If it's on your own land and it's between the people, that's a civil war.
Yeah,
innit?
but the weight of that particular term is, I don't know, like scuffles and whatnot. Was it civil war last time when it is that you had the BLM stuff?
That seems like a one-off incident though.
The BLM?
Yeah, it seemed like a one-off incident. It didn't seem like a thing. Like lines are being drawn in it. So you got the nationalists, and these people they live here, they're natives and they're patriots, and this is their mindset. If they link up and this is like what they're on their mission statement. When does it end? You know what I'm trying to say? So then both sides. So then the defense side, they group up and organize and whatever. And then you got two active sides that are actively going at it all the time. That was like war for a period of time, isn't it?
They've really got in the head. Oh, by the way, when I say that I won't go, I'm definitely not going out. I'm not stupid, right? I don't want to. I value my life like that, right? You know, I can incite and I can mobilize using my microphone,
That's it.
my organizational skills. I could do all of that. Do you understand? And obviously, once the new black is up and running,
You're gonna manipulate people to go
more.
into the front lines while you're not even prepared to fight yourself. It's horrible
Wait, are
leadership.
you saying that a general should be at the front?
I'm an old school general. I'm an old school leader. I'm
You're
told
like a
you,
king.
I'm King Leonidas, Arthur, the troops
Lead
like
from the front.
Ragnar. The troops see me. They see me. They know I got bodies. You know what I'm trying to say? That. I'm not telling these man what to do. I'm on volts. That's why they'll run through fire for me.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's why ladies love you, man. Good for you. Good for you. I think you're not even lying, so that's good. Where was I?
Organizing troops, using the microphone.
Yeah. So just as an aside, what I was saying is their frustrations are real, or they've convinced themselves that it's real, or whoever, we'll go into that in the topic of the day, have convinced them that all of their problems.
Are we going to talk about this more on topic of the day, innit? Let's start the show, please.
That's what I said.
Penny just dropped. What are we doing here? What the hell? Look, can we get some headlines, please?
I was buying some time to There's supposed to be a guest today.
I'm not even 11.
Yes, you did, actually.
No, I did it for the transition. Don't worry. I did. Nobody heard the transition, but it was funny for the room because I said it.
I realise you just love... It's not that funny!
All right, sorry.
All right, people. So our first set of headlines. A war of words has broken out between Elon Musk and the Prime Minister after Downing Street dismissed comments from the world's richest man claiming that civil war is inevitable in the UK. In response, the Prime Minister's spokesperson said that there was no justification for his comments, adding, anyone who is whipping up violence online will face the full force of the law. Online platforms have a responsibility. Mosques and hotels housing asylum seekers have been among the targets of far-right demonstrations, which have gripped the UK for the past week. Sir Keir Starmer said that the unrest is not protest, it is pure violence, adding that we will not tolerate attacks on mosques or on Muslim communities. Elon Musk replied, shouldn't you be concerned about attacks on all communities? Earlier, Sir Keir Starmer said that he had told ministers and police chiefs at an emergency Cobra meeting on Monday that the law applies online. So if you're inciting violence, it doesn't matter whether it's online or offline. Our next headline, and 4 asylum seekers slept in the woods after returning to their hotel in Rotherham to find rioters smashing its windows and starting fires outside. This is what local security guards reported seeing basically when they spoke to Sky News. Masked rioters broke into the Holiday Inn Express Hotel, which provides accommodation for asylum seekers, and destroyed the communal area as far-right violence escalated in towns and cities across the UK on Sunday. Rocks and long pieces of wood were thrown at the hotel in South Yorkshire and at police officers who had lined up in front of the building as they tried to protect it. A local councillor said that spoke to Sky News and said that how young children were looking out of the window of the hotel during the disorder. South Yorkshire Police Assistant Chief Constable Lindsay Butterfield described the disorder as a disgusting display of thuggery. She said that a group of 250 people had arrived in the area at around 11:30 a.m. on Sunday before they were joined by 500 others, who police believe held far-right and anti-immigration views. And our last headline, a number of Heartless online scammers have targeted Jay Slater's upcoming funeral. So accounts have emerged claiming to offer live stream access to the funeral of the British teenager who died after going missing in Tenerife. Ahead of his funeral on 10th of August, scammers had been trying to rip off people. Matthew Surley, MBE, who's the boss of LBT Global, an overseas crisis support charity which assisted the family throughout their ordeal, said that the accounts have claimed to offer live streams of the funeral in return for likes, follows, and even donations. He also went on to say that we are inundated with reports of these scams, and as fast as we can get the platforms to remove them, more appear. To be completely clear, there is no live stream of Jay's funeral, and anyone claiming to offer one is a scam. And that's it for our headlines.
All right, let's get into what you're saying. Topic of the day.
This one.
Okay.
On YouTube.
Yes.
How come it don't show up here?
Don't worry, I got special powers.
All right, people. So today's topic of the day, right? Let's get into this. And this is kind of, I guess, a follow-up of what we kind of discussed yesterday when you guys kind of went back and forth and spoke about who's really to blame for all of this. So that's the question today. Who is really to blame for all of the stuff that's going on right now? Is it the Tories? Is it the far-right rioters, so-called protesters, demonstrators? Is it the police? Is it the immigrants? Might be them. Is it Reform UK? Is it Tommy Robinson? Is it social media? What's your thoughts and why?
I think everything has a part. Everything has a part to play in what's happening. I do think a lot of it is, like, when you think about those that are against the immigrants, a lot of it is based on wanting to save their country and people taking their jobs and all of this stuff, right? And if you look at the demographic of people, I think to me it screams poverty. And so, with that being said, you can look at the government. Because realistically, if you, like, yeah, I think everything has a part to play. Everything you've mentioned has some sort of influence on what's happening right now.
Do you feel like some things came before other things? And so if that thing didn't happen, then this wouldn't happen. And so really, yes, there is some responsibility, I guess, in all of these areas. But some people really, they're just reacting or responding to something because they were kind of forced into that. Or do you feel still, regardless of what happened prior, you chose to act. So therefore, you're part of the problem.
I think both, you know, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, I do think both.
Okay. Marks, Brent?
I would say the main problem is the government, and obviously everything plays its part in it. I think all the other things are just tools used by the government to like whip up this kind of hysteria and put people in this problem in the first place. Bad mismanagement of the country and bad decisions. Also, maybe some of these things are by design. I don't know what the end game is. I don't know what the end game is. What you would think the purpose of it is. But I think like a lot of these things that they get themselves into is by design when they want to stoke up fears and all this stuff happening. Like because of like the campaigns that they just went on to whip up votes and stuff. This is all like a byproduct of it, isn't it, now after the election's gone? All them narratives that you were spinning and the agendas that you was pushing out there and that hate that you were stoking up and all that kind of thing. It ain't just gone nowhere now the election's gone. You know what I'm trying to say? Like these things are sticking with people. So I'm giving the most of the blame to the government. Like I said, everybody plays their part in it. But yeah, it's definitely government doing.
But you're saying since the elections, you don't feel like it goes further back than that? Or do you feel like...
Yeah, but I was just using that as an example, innit? Like, it's definitely further back than that. And even, like, the Tories and stuff been doing damage for however many years. It's been over a decade and shit. So, definitely much longer than that. But just like I'm saying, like, just in recent history, just with everything that's happened, with all this Islamophobia on the rise, anti-Semitism, Israel-Palestine, and then again, the election, Corella Braverman, them running on immigration, Rwanda, then you add the cost of living into everything. It's all, you know what I'm trying to say? It's all compiling, it's all building up, and it's just all a boiling pot, and it's just spilling over now. And obviously, like I said, because of the election, they ramped up certain narratives and certain agendas and all that, and then those things don't go nowhere, and then people are still feeling pain. And like what Gina's saying, like there's poverty involved, so the lower classes are feeling it, the purse strings are tight, inflation's in the mud, food's expensive. No one can't do nothing. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it all culminates into this boiling over.
Yeah, I hear it. Ben, what's your thoughts?
The government, the rich.
The rich?
Yeah, the rich in government, the politicians. If you don't create a boogeyman, then questions would be levied against you with the things that matter, or about the things that matter. You had, during the pandemic, all of those contracts going to the brethrens of all those conservative members. Can you remember?
Yes.
All that money that they basically gave to their brethrens. You think that couldn't have done something to help the welfare of these particular working class people?
Yeah.
So if you distract them and continue to distract them, they won't focus on the things that actually will better their lives. As in getting those particular people in power out or holding to account.
So that money, for example, that went, you're referring
That's
to...
one of the examples of...
yeah. So the one example that you're talking about is referring to the PPE, the nepotism with that, and I think it was with MedPro. See, with that situation though, the money that's being squandered in that particular area, what would that otherwise be used for? Because how does that help these people? If,
that could have been sent to the NHS, my friend.
So some of the rioting that's going on now, you're saying is because people feel like the NHS is failing?
Well, they have been told that the reason why they're waiting so long to be seen is because of immigrants.
Okay.
Am I mistaken?
No, it's part of it. It's part of it.
And if you're also hearing that you've been waiting for forever to even get a place, and then you see that a lot of immigrants have come in and they've been housed in, like, quote unquote 5-star hotels, which is absolute nonsense. And again, that's stuff that they're parroting too. Not that it's true. Not that they're staying up in 5-star hotels.
Yeah.
But that's what it is that they've been told. This is the reason as to why it is that you're not getting what you need to get.
Yeah.
So it becomes real to them. And yes, so all that money that they're looking to basically gorge off of, it could be used for housing, build more houses to fast track the people who are on waiting lists.
Okay, so two things here. The thing with the PPE, there was always going to be a contract in it because we needed more PPE, right? So granted, it was too much money, it was squandered, etc., and we didn't even end up using some of it, right? But some money was allocated because the country was told we needed PPE, right? So that's one thing. Number two,
You haven't finished the PPE yet. The PPE contracts went to who?
yeah, to their friends.
That's what I'm saying.
I understand, but
And
it's
when
still
they
money
say
that
they're
was gonna
friends,
be bought.
they
Yeah.
couldn't give it to themselves.
Yeah, cool.
Do you understand?
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say to you is like, if I again, I know this is not the case. I'm just trying to simplify it though. If I have £10 and I know I need to buy a particular product, right? If I give it to Margs, I still need to buy this £10 for this particular project. You know what I'm saying? So why can't I give it to Margs as opposed to somebody else?
No, I have no problem with what you're saying.
Okay.
But if the contractor wasn't giving them a kickback.
Oh,
Like I said,
that's how you're saying it.
It's their, my friend. They give it to their brethren so that they can basically give it to them.
Okay. All right.
I'm not saying all of it,
Yeah, of course.
but it benefited them in some form or fashion.
Okay, cool. All right, I hear you. With the NHS though, are these people that are fighting? Again, we're talking about what causes these violent protests, right? Are these people that are fighting for their loved ones who, for example, are waiting on waiting lists, or are these people that's fighting got ailments currently on the waiting list to see their GPs? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, are they in the forefront of their mind thinking this is an NHS issue? Or are they thinking, I just don't like the sight of black and brown people?
No, you have a mixture. I mean, and you can have people there who have both issues or illnesses in their head.
Okay.
Two things can be true.
Okay, cool. So basically, both of you have said the government, innit?
100%.
All right, Junior, you're pretty much saying everyone to some degree. So where does Tommy Robinson and reform fit into this? Because do you feel like...
So reform has come has been birthed by what? That was birthed by
you tell me.
Brexit, right?
Okay.
Because before it was, what was it before?
UKIP.
Yeah. So it's a repackaged UKIP.
Okay. So basically because, but Farage has been active for years, right? Prior to Brexit.
And he hasn't had any influence for years.
Yeah.
The Brexit stuff was the penultimate eruption.
Cool. And you're basically saying the government gave him that opportunity.
Remember, we had this discussion yesterday, innit?
Yes. So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what you're saying, though.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Tommy Robinson. What about him?
What are you asking me?
Where does he fit into this?
He has a very big part to play because I guess he is their version of Spartacus.
All right, cool.
And he's willing to basically say what needs to be said and do what needs to be done to relate to all of those idiots. There are idiots who follow Tommy, and then there are more intelligent people, funny, who follow Farage.
Okay.
Do you understand? But they're from the same vine.
Okay, cool. And the government's basically created this sort of
Yes,
ground for
and
this sort of thing
Reform
to grow.
has a lot of Conservative Party members in it. Voters.
Yeah. Like even I guess Lee Anderson who defected, didn't it?
Even this woman is looking to do that. What's her name? Pretty?
No, not pretty.
Braverman. Yeah. So she, if it is that y'all don't fix up, I'm going to the proper.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me ask you though. Let me ask you guys this, yeah, because I'm glad you mentioned this about people who are defecting to Reform. Do you feel like it's as simple as just the government is the Tories? Because put it this way, is something fundamentally failing in this country because of whatever government it is, Labour or Tories, or are you guys trying to put the blame only on the Tories? The reason why I'm asking this is because of what you just said about people defecting to Reform. Lee Anderson, who's the guy who he won a particular seat, I can't remember, but he's one of the 4 MPs that's now in Parliament, right, under Reform. He was a former Tory. I think maybe last year we reported on him leaving and going to the Tory. Sorry, going to the Reform. Huh?
Is that 20p Lee?
20 what?
20p
So what they say in the LBC streets.
20p Lee. Is that Lee Anderson? Is that the same one?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Either way,
He
him.
was a Conservative, innit?
Yeah, he was a Conservative.
I'm sure it should be.
But the reason why I'm mentioning him is because prior to him being a Conservative, he was a Labour MP. So, you know what I'm saying? Like years back. So what's... And maybe he's not the best person to use, but I feel like it's important for us to kind of use somebody like that. Because I think it would be disingenuous for us to just say, well, when he was part of Labour, he was just cosplaying. Go on, Brent.
30p Lee.
There you go.
Because like when he was part of Labour, I believe at least, let's assume he believed in the principles and the policies of Labour Party. What's happened that's made people who were on the left, right? Let's assume he's an intelligent person as well. He's not like a regular Joe who ain't got no job. He's just talking nonsense.
If the
He's
main,
cut from the Labour, Brent.
if his main anchor is, or his main gripe is too many immigrants are coming in, then Labour, Conservatives, what does it matter?
What do you mean?
You have people in the Labour Party who saying there's too many immigrants coming in.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
But,
and if
but
it
he
is
didn't,
Labour's...
But he didn't choose to remain in Labour.
But
with
yeah, he
them.
moved.
Exactly.
Because maybe he's thinking that Labour was taking a too soft a stance on that particular issue.
Okay,
They're
cool.
not dying. They're not living and dying by these stances anyway. They're all really centrist. If you're to the left of it or to the right of it, you can flip-flop depending on...
But some people feel like I would... like the people in Labour who say, I would never be a Tory. Tories who think, I will never be a Labour. But this man's made the decision to jump from the Labour to the Tories. And then from there, jump to Reform. And so I'm just saying, instead of us kind of oversimplifying and just saying, well, it's just...
I can
simple
understand that,
as this.
Jump Emmanuel. If he's racist, if his natural stance, his disposition is all right, cool, I believe in working man or women's rights, this, that, and next. Cool. But my core, I don't want this particular party to be mix up. This DEI stuff, I hate it. This whole woke, I hate it. You know, you have people who only recently you've realized that Labour has taken on this whole quote unquote woke politics, right? And a lot of them hate that crap. So if you're now seeing your party members only focusing on this bollocks, you're gonna shift. You're going to, because it doesn't now look like the party that you joined for in the first place.
Yeah.
So I could understand if he has a particular stance on immigration, and that's a big thing, then him being in Labour doesn't make any sense to him if it is that he's true to himself.
Okay, well, Sarah in the chat says, this man goes wherever he may get a seat and keep his job. And I get that, obviously.
So he's a grifter.
Yeah, I get that people may say that, but I feel like it's too easy to say that. Because obviously none of us had a conversation with the guy when he was a Labour MP. And I feel like when he was a Labour MP, if we're trying to be fair to him, he would have reasoned and related to people who were on the left. You know what I'm saying? Because he wanted to be their representative. But for someone to take up that position and leave and go to the Tories, then go to the Reform, I'm asking the question that, are we not seeing that maybe this is maybe a representation of what the country is doing and what Europe is doing? This is why I asked a question a couple of weeks ago about everyone moving to the right.
So put some options on the table.
Okay.
What issues do you think has led him to move from Labour to Conservatives to Reform? What are the leading things that they basically campaign on?
I guess it would be. Let's start from Labour, because obviously you have to kind of do it in a sort of timeline. So I guess I'm not too sure if you can check Brent when he left Labour, but let's just assume he left. I don't know, about 20 years ago. Well, that would have been under Labour. Okay, but let's just say when the Tories took over, he might have thought, okay, cool, Labour, we threw away this election because of X, Y, Z. The economy wasn't the greatest thing in the world. The war in Iraq as well, I didn't agree with the war. Why are we wasting our resources going to fight a war that's even unjust? So I'm going to go with the Tories, for example, because Labour maybe jumped into that particular thing. So that might have been something that made him move to the Tories. Again, guys, we're just assuming here, because I'm not too sure about when he left. Obviously, being with the Tories now, talking about conservative values and things of that nature, he might have been feeling some type of way about how they're now putting this whole identity politics on us, this whole gender discussion, this whole thing about, because remember, Sunak said, when it comes to the NHS, I'm going to make sure a man is a man and a woman's a woman. There's no confusion for nobody. Those are some of the conservative values that I think go across all parties, to be fair. Obviously for some people, of course. So he might have been thinking that. He might have also been thinking about immigration, of course, and thinking about the money squandered given to controlling the borders, but yet there's still crazy numbers coming in. Why are we wasting money on the borders and people are still coming in? Let's put that money toward the NHS. You know what I mean? So I guess those are some of the things that would have come up over the years that may have pushed him across to the right.
All right, so I've got information. So first of all, Lee Anderson left the Labour Party in 2018. He initially joined the Conservative Party, where he was elected as the MP for Ashfield in 2019.
Yeah.
Anderson then defected to Reform in March 2024 after being suspended from the Conservative Party whip, right? Lee Anderson left the Labour Party in 2018 due to disagreements with the party leadership and its direction under Jeremy Corbyn. Anderson, who was a Labour councillor and had worked as an office manager for Labour MP Gloria De Piero, felt disillusioned with the party's stance on various issues, including Brexit and internal party politics. His dissatisfaction led him to join the Conservative Party, where he felt his views were better represented. And then I asked, what were the views that were better represented? Lee Anderson felt that his views on several key issues were better represented by the Conservative Party. These included Brexit. Anderson was a strong supporter of Brexit, and he believed the Conservative Party was more committed to delivering Brexit compared to Labour under Jeremy Corbyn's leadership. I don't know why, if it is you're there saying that basically the Conservative Party actually wanted to stay. Mama, yesterday that's what you were saying.
Yeah, but you remember we had a referendum.
No, I'm reading this here, and they're saying that he joined Conservative Party because he felt that they were more prepared to basically walk into Brexit than Labour. That's why he basically defected. Oh, he left.
Yeah, because we'd done a referendum by that point. That's why he didn't believe Corbyn. Because obviously many people, I'm assuming based on what you're saying, after the referendum, people believe Corbyn wouldn't still go ahead with the Brexit if he won.
You're correct. Fair point. Because it was 2018 that he left, right? Yeah, take your point. Sorry about that. Second is law and order. Anderson favoured stricter law enforcement policies, which he felt aligned more closely with conservative positions. And third, economic policies. He supported conservative economic policies, which he believed were better for promoting growth and managing public finances. Do you know why he left? Well, he got suspended, didn't it? Do you know why he got
But something
suspended?
happened. I can't remember. We reported on it. I can't remember exactly though.
So we can see that he's moved to suit his the values that he believes in, right?
Yeah, which is pretty much what everyone does, right?
Yeah.
Not move, but at least you choose a party based on your values.
All right. So he was suspended due to comments he made on GB News about London Mayor Sadiq Khan. Anderson claimed that Islamists had control over Khan and London, which sparked significant backlash. These remarks were widely criticized as Islamophobic and racist by various figures, including Sadiq Khan himself, the Muslim Council of Britain, and several politicians. The suspension came after Anderson refused to apologize for his comment, so he stood in it, despite mounting pressure from both within the Conservative Party and the broader public. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak stated that Anderson's comments were unacceptable and emphasized the importance of choosing words carefully, especially in a... So do you know why he's now ended up at Reform?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you just said it.
Because that party fosters an environment that wouldn't basically look to criticize him for saying stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I want to ask you guys a question to kind of jump off of that. Yeah, I was listening to James O'Brien, yeah, and obviously he, every now and again he does his monologues and whatnot. And there's a part where he said, and I want to quote him. He said, "What do we do with the people that say, I abhor what these people are doing, but these people have valid concerns. I disapprove of what they do, but they have a point." James O'Brien said, no, they don't have no point. There's no point to this nonsense that they're doing. And so my question is to you guys, why do we have to do something about those people? Why do we have to think that those people are wrong for having that view? Why is it not okay for a British person to say, you know what, I don't agree with the fact that these guys are tearing down stuff and violently protesting, but I do feel like what I've known to be British culture, English culture, is going by the day. Government is promising immigration to be sorted out. It's increased every year. Why can't somebody say that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why do we have to do something about that?
Because that's fueling.
That's what he's saying. Yeah,
fueling the ones that's prepared to take action. That's fueling their fire, isn't it?
But isn't this the reason why white people say, well, this is why we can't say what we feel about certain things? Because if we do, it's racist.
No, I mean I get the point that you're making, but it doesn't change the fact that is true. You know what I'm trying to say? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. But it's like it's actually almost like just like justifying the behaviour and giving credence to what they're doing, innit?
Even though you're saying, I'm not for that behaviour.
But
yeah,
then
but you're
it's
not
like,
acting.
but you get it,
You're not
though.
acting anyway, though. If that makes sense. So you doing that is kind of emboldening them in the sense of you're saying like, look, I wouldn't go out and do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not for me. But and I kind of think they shouldn't be doing it either.
Yeah, I
But
disapprove.
I get it.
But I hear where they're coming from.
Yeah, it's like you get
That's
it.
enough to make man keep going. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What did Black Rob say? You need to stop the rioting, but dismissing their actual concerns will only kick the bucket down the road and make things worse.
This is
Speaking to what you're saying.
Yeah. Because, like, you're telling me to stop talking. You're censoring a British person who's been there for generations. And
Well,
he's-
look, Gina just said it about
Yeah.
her road. She didn't say it in such terms,
Yeah.
but There's a bit of disdain there. You get what I'm trying to say? Like it's gone.
Disdain from me?
Yeah, it's gone down the pot. You said there's two
I
Asians.
didn't.
Lost the street.
She lost the street. You said you lost the street. There's a couple Asians over there. There's a Jamaican
I'll be
there.
honest.
It's very you
lot-
you lost the street. You was given.
It's not my street to own, babe. And that's what I want to make clear. Because
I'm just happy to be
I wasn't even born in this country, babes. Do you know what I mean? So I would never sit here and say that I lost the street. That's not what I meant. Because you were like, what did you... No, because don't try it, because you're actually taking the piss. What was your original question was...
I know.
Yeah, so how did we get here?
He decided to wait. I don't know why he was doing
Why'd you go there?
No.
I'm just saying.
No, because that's not what I said at all. It's not even what I said. I didn't even... Like, how did you get there? You are the problem.
I'm just saying, Britain's changing.
Actually, you said Gina said it with the You know when I was thinking, wait, he can't be talking about me. There must be another Gina, because that's not how the conversation went.
Okay, but then that's what I'm trying to say. So it's the people that have them sentiments that you're telling this all right to do, because the fact that they're not going to take part in no rioting, they're not going to have no discrimination or prejudice towards anyone, but they're prepared to admit that Britain is changing. If you go on the high road and look at the high road and see Wagner, it's not what it was.
Yeah.
It's if they're allowed to say that, but that's what's causing all the problems, though. So, should they be saying it? Like, why is it? You need to do something with them.
I just feel like it's dangerous, though. I feel like it's dangerous to tell somebody this is their country for generations, right? We'll get into whose country this is afterwards, yeah. But this is their country for generations, and they're saying the government is not handling the borders properly. They're saying, regardless of the situation, things are changing, and I don't feel comfortable about this, right? And we're saying, keep your mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is wrong. Like we should engage the conversation and be like, okay, cool. This is where the failing is. It's down to these people. It's not down to these people.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Rather than saying it's dangerous, let's do something with them or about them.
And that's the mess up that happened in America with Trump, right? And that's the mess up that happened with Brexit, because there are a lot of people like James O'Brien who are knowledgeable.
Yeah.
But he's also very condescending, especially to ideologies that he feels are just not worth the squeeze.
Did you say worth the squeeze?
Yeah. Anything that he deems as trash, he will make sure that you feel very, very bad for calling in to basically try. He will even cut you off. Do you understand? That's his communication style. But what that does, it makes those people further fortified in their anger and choices to basically like do something. Like turn to action, right? And that might be voting for Brexit. Do you understand? Where the people who are lying to them, they lie very sweetly and tell them everything that they need to hear. And it's easier to basically feed into that than take the time and walk them through what they're saying and then show them how it isn't correct. Do you understand? And more of that needs to happen. Because if it doesn't happen, things like this occur. Because a lot of the things that they're rioting for, they're all based on lies. And I guess you're also asking, is it really all based on lies? And if you're just talking about the illegal immigration, we can focus on that, right? Because you too believe that there's too many... You want to stop aborts too, don't you?
You mean?
I'm asking you a question.
Me or Marks?
You.
I want to stop the boats. Yeah, you need to. They're illegal, man.
And all right, so please explain why you want to stop the boats. Because remember, the stop the boats come with so much color around it, right? And that's what people are shouting when it is that they're looking to kick in hotels and this, that, and next. We need to stop the boats, right? So it's become like a brand. Why are you saying that boats must be stopped? Is it?
It's illegal and it's not safe. People are dying en route to the country. People are profiteering off of vulnerable people as well. You know what I'm saying? And they're coming to this country having nothing, and going through all sorts of stuff. Like, for example, these children who are in these buildings and stuff, bare of them are suffering from bare different things, depression and all sorts of stuff. Now, of course, I don't want to conflate those who come in legally and those who don't come in legally, but there's obviously a problem with immigration. You know what I'm saying? This country has a responsibility to take in people, especially after the nonsense it causes abroad. But regardless of that, it has a certain quota that is agreed with the UN, right, to take in a certain amount of people. And that number is far over what it was happening. So all of that's going to tax the system. You know what I'm saying? So there's obviously going to be concerns, man. Like, things are just not working as they should. Things are not working. So you do have to stop it somewhere or rather change things. You know what I'm saying? Make it robust. Not that you're stopping people full stop, but you're actually doing things in the best manner, in the safest way. The people that need the help can come in. You know what I'm saying? Rather than people being exploited as well. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It just doesn't seem like there's enough being done. The French don't give a damn. They're squandering money to given to the French, and the French are letting people just walk through. Obviously, I'm kind of exaggerating there, but you get what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, things are just not working properly, man.
How about you, Mags? Do you think that, quote unquote, we should stop the boats?
I don't like that phrase, stop the boats, because you know what it speaks to. But
What does it speak to?
Racist. That rhetoric is like all the problems are coloured people coming in on boats. Once you stop the boats and you stop immigrants and you stop the coloured people, all the problems of the country are going to go away, and that's nonsense. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's the idea that they've put out into people. It's a message and a narrative that they've put out there, like I said, to whip up their votes and whip up their support. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, all that fair-mongering and stuff. So
Where did that phrase start?
I don't know, in the Conservative Party somewhere. But
Mind speak to that.
What? Wait.
Because what he's saying is that it is soaked in racist rhetoric.
Yeah.
And it started in the Conservative Party.
Yeah. But the thing is, when you ask me, for example, which do we need to stop the boats, I'm not hearing the racism, because I'm seeing you asking me the genuine question of, do we need to do something about immigration?
I can't
Isn't
not
it
hear
deeper? Isn't it, for me, when I think of that, though, doesn't that even stem as far back as, like, people running jokes about how Africans came here on boats and stuff like that? So do you know what I mean? It's not just, I agree with Margs in the sense that, for me, it speaks about racism, but not just now, but just, do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So basically, I put it back to you because the party that you always look to support and give arguments for is responsible for this stop the boat mantra.
But then what do you do though? Because immigration is important, bro. People want to pretend like immigration is important. Immigration is important to building our economy. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, for workers and that. You also need to have some semblance of control over it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, with all the things that's in place, especially with the way the country is with benefits and that, and you're saying there's taxing on the system. When the system's at heaving point, you get me, when it's on the brink of busting, like, you do want to control who can benefit from it and who can't. You get me? There needs to be some type of control of immigration. Everybody can't just come through. And again, even when you say these stuff about it's illegal immigration that should be the problem. The problem is when you go down to, like, street level and the public talking, they tar everybody with the same brush. It's all one. Immigration. They're not thinking about whether they're illegal or illegal. They're just thinking about the colour of people's skins and this and that, and then they chat shit about the jobs and thing. But remember, most of the jobs that these people are getting are jobs that you don't want to do, or doing it for money that you wouldn't do it for and stuff like that. So they're not even really sure what their real gripe is. But immigration is a thing, you know what I'm trying to say? So because it gets weaponized and used by racist people and stuff like that, it becomes almost a bad point when you want to be in defense of it or stand up for it or, like, make points like what E-Man's making. But these are real things though. Like, immigration's serious, both sides of it. We need a balanced immigration of people coming in to do the work, people coming in legally, and controlling the amount of people that's coming in. Like, it's all necessary. So what do you do then?
Do you think the large swathes of the working class, those who are disgruntled, frustrated, make the distinction between illegal immigration and immigration?
No.
No.
I don't
Why?
think so. I think they just see everybody who doesn't look like they're from here as an immigrant, regardless of whether they've been asked to come here for work by the government or been given an incentive or whatever. For them,
they're paying taxes.
yeah, literally,
Right.
it's just you don't deserve to be here because you're not of British blood.
And why do you think that is? Is it because that they've made their own minds up as to that's what it is, or they've been fed information on Facebook groups and WhatsApp groups and this, that, and the next? Because
I think it's lack of knowledge and common sense.
because you would have, and what it used to be was they're taking our jobs. And I'm not sure, please correct me if I'm wrong, Emmanuel, these stop the boat occupants, the people on the boat, are they getting jobs when they get here?
Nah, man.
So it's not, before it was stop the boats, it was they're taking our jobs.
Yeah.
And so do those working class people make that distinction? Because you're saying immigration is needed, you and you, both of you all,
Yeah.
right? But these working class people are not making the distinction between legal immigration or illegal immigration.
Yeah.
So who's to blame for that?
Them because they're stupid.
But it's the media, though.
Because
It's a big
also,
part of the
for me,
media.
because also it is common sense. Because when you think about it, if you was to go and generally ask them what jobs of yours are they taking, what answer are they going to come and give you? Like,
But what I was going to say on top of that, the reason why I think, part of the reason why I think some of the stuff is conflated is because the illegals, like you said, Brent, are obviously not the ones coming in and getting their jobs like that, right? But the immigrants who legally come in here, some of them are working in fields that they would like to be in, right?
Like,
So it could be anything. It could be construction, for example.
yeah, but is that more because they're willing to do the jobs that you're not willing
100%.
to do and
Yeah.
take a pay cut and whatnot?
100%.
So again,
I'm not
even
justifying
if
it.
it's
I'm just
even if
saying.
it's a case of they're doing jobs that you would want, you're not willing to do the job though.
100%. I'm not justifying. I'm just trying to say this is the reason why the two get combined, because there'll be one guy who has got a job saying, "Oh, I used to have all this business before in my day, but now all the Albanians and the Hungarians are here and I'm losing work." Plus the other guy who doesn't work, has been on benefits for 10 years straight and looking and seeing illegals being
but are those
coming in the
are
border.
those illegals or are those the legal immigrants who
No,
are
I-
there doing the construction jobs and doing those fantastic bathroom fittings?
But I think it's a combination of both, though. I think it's a combination of both.
You think it's illegal immigrants?
No, that's what I'm saying. Those are the legals.
Yes,
I'm
that's
saying?
what- that's what I'm
But that's what
saying.
I'm trying to say. But the reason why I think it gets conflated is because you're gonna have the conversation with like in the same place, like for example in a pub, like I said, you got somebody who has a construction business talking about he's losing business to legals, next to somebody drinking a beer with somebody else who's been on benefits for 20 years straight, talking about there's so many more brown faces around. They're in the same vicinity, and he thinks the same problem. So it's easy for everything to get conflated.
Marvin, hello, good morning.
What's going on, man? What's happening?
Stop the boats, stop the boats, stop the boats. Do you think there is a problem with that particular slogan? And do you agree with
No,
it?
there's not a problem with it, but it's the reason behind it. So I say stop the boats because it's dangerous.
Okay.
They're saying stop the boats because they don't want people coming over to this country. But your country calls the issue why these people are fleeing their country. What's happening here?
Okay.
Look at the root cause.
All right. So you believe that immigration is needed. You don't want that particular boat journey to be dangerous.
That boat it shouldn't be happening in the first place.
Because they should go to the...
No, because put it this way, for example, if you're displacing people in their countries, if you're having wars with certain countries and causing certain conflicts, and you're what's the word, painting yourself as the savior, as in we've come and saved you, then why are they not going to want to come to the savior's land?
Like you say, there should be safe passage for refugees and stuff.
It's not even that it should be safe passage, but that's like me painting a thing like saying like, listen, over here, the streets are paved with gold, you know, I've come here and saved you from your dictatorship or whatever's happening here. Then you knock on my door, I'm like, yo, big man. I didn't say you could come in here, you know. Stay over there. And you're like, but you came to my country and you there. Nah, brother.
Oh, we've never done access on this.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, 'cause-
What, okay,
Right.
can we cut this?
We're live.
It's mad.
Yeah,
Did you see
live.
that
Mad.
Syrian man with the Irish accent?
Nah.
No.
Where did you get that from?
They're in
Where
Ireland.
did you get it from? Nah, that's racist.
No.
You don't want to get onto your own. No,
There was a video going around. It was proper sad, yeah. But one of the biggest takes away from it was this guy's accent is mad. They were like, I think they're Syrian. They come from Syria or something. They're in Northern Ireland, and with everything that's going on, they just come and just mash up his shop.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, mash up everything. I don't think he can open up again. He ain't got no stock. Like they
Well,
just
they got no
they just
insurance
took
as well.
everything, and he ain't done. Them man ain't done nothing. They're saying like, yo, listen, if you are scared of us, just come reason with us. Let us know why you're scared, so we can talk about this, so we can move forward. Because we ain't done nothing. We've come here. We've been upstanding members of the society. We pay our taxes. And because of all this stuff going on, you just come and mash up our shop.
But then you know that white guy who killed the black family,
Yeah.
set the house on fire.
Yeah.
He killed the woman and the 3 kids.
Yeah.
I didn't hear like.
But why would you?
No, but that's my point. Is in like if we're so on the killing of kids and it's mad.
But even the
what-
woman
do
in
you
the
know what I'm saying?
hospital, the nurse, he was killing the babies. Again. But
Hello?
remember, it's never gonna be that way though. Because and even when you think about it, even like in the news and stuff, like I believe that if the boy who killed the kids the other day was white, they'd be leaning in on the fact that he had mental health issues.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
leading story of what would be told. Do you get what I mean?
But my thing is, it's obvious he's got mental health issues because nobody in their sane mind would do something like
Of
that.
course,
Do you know
but
what I
that's
mean?
what but nobody's talking about that though. The conversation is the fact that apparently he came on a boat or he's an illegal immigrant, but apparently all these things aren't true. And now and he's black.
But what my thing is this: what jobs are we stealing? Because it's either jobs you don't want to do, the immigrants are doing, or jobs you're not qualified to do, the immigrants are stealing. Ain't no one stealing a job from JJB Sports, bruv. Go and apply, man. Like, no one's stealing them jobs, bro. Like, you can walk into somewhere and say, yeah, I'm a pilot, by the way. I'm British, I was born here, I'm a pilot. I'm a doctor. You have to, like, study for these jobs, bro. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. But for me, it's the rich causing confusion amongst the poor so we don't see what they're doing over there. That's it. Because it's been from Brexit that it's been bubbling from, that's been their manifesto as in, these immigrants taking our jobs. Then it's like a bank. You're in the lobby, we're all arguing. They're in the vault taking the money. We can't even see them because we're arguing at the front of the bank. King Charles don't care about you, man. You ain't even got teeth. Why is always people with no teeth? Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Probably, innit? Hygiene.
The poverty and hygiene, you know?
Yeah, man. I think they go hand in hand, personally.
It's sad though, man.
So your answer to the question of whose fault is this particular predicament that we're in, the riots and whatnot, you're saying it's the government's.
Yeah. Ultimately speaking, it's the powers that be that have caused this because they started it with Brexit. I remember.
It's Hamza gone mad.
Well,
They're telling me to drive an order for. I ain't got no food. Who's on top of these people?
You got order.
They leave on the doorstep or something. Where's your ring go? Huh?
Yeah, for me, Brent, I think that's what it is. I think it's that the powers that be, that they've made it seem as though the immigrants are taking your jobs. And the reason why England's in this state is not because of our mismanagement. It's not because the government have been embezzling funds. It's the immigrants taking your jobs. Not us and the Bank of England raising the interest rate so high people can't pay their mortgages. Do you know what I'm saying? Not the economy, not the lack of affordable housing. It's Mustav and Olive over there taking your jobs. That's it. Just baffled everyone's head. You know what it is? It's not even baffled everyone's head. The people who haven't got any knowledge or they're just stupid, it just baffled their head. That's ultimately what it is.
do you feel like social media, though, is kind of just as responsible?
It is, but you know, social media is weird because the videos they're seeing, we're probably not seeing, and vice versa. That's why sometimes when black people make these think pieces, I'm like, no one, the people you want to actually see this are
They're
not
not
seeing
going to see
it.
this video.
They're not seeing it.
It's not going to come into the algorithm.
Yeah, we're seeing it, but we already know. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas with their thing, I guarantee you, a lot of their media is Reform Britain, it's this Britain, it's all these videos that we... Remember, the videos we see and we're like, what the hell is this? They're seeing it and thinking, yeah, Barbara, it's true.
Yeah. True.
All I'm saying is, listen, don't be doing that rubbish around here, man. Look, we don't condone violence, but I'll beat someone up, man.
Oh, you go out and fight in the street for them as well?
No, I'm just saying, if I'm just driving my car and you're trying to run up on me, boy.
All that foolishness about they're letting people through the traffic.
Oh, I saw that. Did you see
depending
it?
on the colour of their skin. I'm thinking, it's like what you're saying. What, don't you not know how to regulate your pedals? Because I will run these people over. Like, what are you talking about?
You know Mario Kart? Yeah. I will run a banana out of a dude. That's a whoa.
No, this is a grown
Oh, there's no white. Okay, cool. No
please
problem.
stop freely.
Guys, we'll look at the box in case you
Speak your spirit.
Hey, yo,
Live your truth, you know.
I asked a question at the top of the show about the psyche of a man to go out and be one of those Muslim protectors. If you see those videos that are going around, where he calls them the MDL, right?
Yeah.
Those brothers who've come to protect the community.
Yeah.
And then you've seen some videos of them obviously attacking like certain white people in this, that, and next. For you, did you turn up to the BLM marches?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
This is loud.
In this instant,
No, because I thought you could stitch it in.
in this scenario here, right?
Yeah.
You see what the Muslim brothers did. Would you do the same if you probably wouldn't do it if they were attacking Christians
Do you know what it is?
or burning churches?
You gotta give him incentive. There's female Christians with cheeks. Female Christians with cheeks.
No, what?
This is what you do.
I like you.
No, I'm just
mad.
saying. No, I'm trying to make you step outside.
No, I'm stepping. You know what I'm stepping out for? I'm stepping out for blacks.
All right then.
All right.
That's my thing. So if I'm seeing a pattern of black men and black women being attacked and it's like no one's caring, then all right, something's got to be done about it. But if it's just Christians, I can't lie to you. It's different.
No, I understand. You don't have to basically run. I understand.
I think more Muslims tend to be of a particular colour, especially in certain areas. So if you're attacking a Muslim, you're attacking someone black.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
All right. So you say that you would definitely step out if the EDL are looking to basically it's on any black man I see and match them up.
yeah.
When you say stepping out, as in you would leave your house to go and meet up at the designated junction to then wait patiently for them.
Whatever. Just to show like solidarity that like, not stop it. Not necessarily that I'm gonna rush someone. I mean, if someone just happened to walk past from the EDL, I would have a strong conversation with them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Let them know what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely meet up.
Can you remember when there were a group of, I can't remember if it is, you remember this. There were a group of Islamists way back when, and they were marauding through East London, and they said that if they catch anybody and they don't look to revert to Islam, they're going to beat them up. Can you remember that time?
Yeah, that used to be...
That was in South London,
that's SMS terms and that.
They were supposed to be making their way to East, but they heard about us and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? They heard us from there and they said, you know what? Let's out East for a piece. But they had sat on toast.
Don't mind, man. Listen, them man did this. It's because they were from the area. It was mad. That time there, came in your house at the wrong time. Man, I say, what religion are you? Chris, bow! I said, but bow! That was it, bro. Like, they were converting people by force.
And during those times, would you have said that you were Muslim?
Nah. But luckily for me, I was in SE in terms of Lewisham, and so they never got to that part. Yeah. So I don't know what would have happened. If there's enough of them, I might have said Assalamu alaikum, my brother. Hey, I might have still.
Would you have done the same, Mags? Even though you don't go to church too tough.
Not my mugs.
I'm covered by the blood of Jesus.
Amen.
Facts.
But if there's 40 man, I'll speak to Jesus when I get home. He'll understand what I've done still.
I swear Jesus is in the Quran anyway. Jesus is in the Quran anyway. So
he's a prophet.
It's that same thing. You get me? It's doing this. So I'm starving. No, I got barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, fair. All right.
All
man.
right. I think we can move on from there, man.
All right, then let's get into more headlines then.
All right, so our next set of headlines. Nigel Farage has joined calls for Parliament to be recalled over riots sweeping the UK, while suggesting that the escalation in violence has come as a result of soft policing during the Black Lives Matter protests. Can you imagine?
Oh, so we're getting the stick.
Yeah. Somehow he's brought it back to us. So the Reform UK leader condemned the violence taking place on Britain's streets, saying that the levels of intimidation and threat to life have no place in a functioning democracy. But he went on to claim that there's a widespread impression of two-tier policing, which he said is contributing to a sense of injustice. In a statement on Monday, Mr. Farage said, "I have been totally appalled by the levels of violence seen in the last couple of days. The levels of intimidation and the threat to life have no place in a functioning democracy. That so many police officers have been injured trying to keep the peace is shocking, and we should not discount the use of the army if the situation were to deteriorate further." The MP for Clacton also expressed concern over Prime Minister Keir Starmer's response to the riots. He also said, "In the short term, we will quell the riots, but deeper long-term problems remain. Ever since the soft policing of the Black Lives Matter protests, the impression of two-tier policing has become widespread. The Prime Minister's faltering attempts to address the current crisis has only added to that sense of injustice."
Why did they always use BLM as an example? Because when they were doing my thing is this, yeah, with the people rioting, they're saying our country this, our country that. You're attacking the people that are here to protect your country. Does that make any sense? You're destroying and looting this great country that you're talking about. How is this making sense what you're saying?
Yeah.
They're sick. You know what kills me when they get like their hands on a phrase or whatever. It's like they've done a morning briefing and they just told everybody this is the phrase that we're driving home, and then that's what the man them in the pubs are going to start sitting there talking about. It's the two-tier policing with nonsense. Like,
what does that even mean? What does two-tier policing mean?
So it basically means that
One law for them, one law for us.
Yeah.
precisely.
Yeah.
So with the Black Lives Matter stuff, with the anti-Israel, pro-Palestine stuff, they hands off, even though things are kicking off, hands off. But with quote-unquote far right and EDL, hands on and brandishing them this, that, and the next.
But when you see both marches, you see the far right, they're fighting.
why it's stupid, Marv, yeah? It's because
They're attacking police. We're not attacking police.
just say like the BLM, yeah? If we say we're going to go on march, yeah, for BLM, a peaceful protest, yeah, this is how it's supposed to start. This is our agenda. This is where we're going, yeah? If some far-right faction has said, nah, we're going down to that BLM march to let them know what we really think about this stuff, obviously you're going to be policed different because we're coming to march peacefully and protest and sing Kumbaya, yeah? You are coming to antagonize. So of course the police are going to deal with you different to us because we're just going about our business. You're coming for...
Yeah.
What they're saying is that you've branded us as fascists, so we're marching for Hitler and them, man. Do you understand? So in their minds, there's going to be anti-fascist protesters and there's going to be madness. And when it is things kick off, in their minds, it's the football lads that basically are more violent than the people saying, please don't be this, that, and next.
I don't get the fascists though, because World War II, you man fought against the Nazis to allow the free world, right? 2024, you man are
Rude boy.
sided with Nazis.
Have you seen that
What's going
picture
on? With
of that brother with a swastika on him?
And the
And he's got a poppy on his
It's
top.
madness.
These men are crazy.
Brother,
You know what though? I think that just shows the lack of knowledge and lack of common sense though, because it's you. I don't think you know what you're doing.
no, but it shows a level of hate that you'd rather side with my man over there than that shows how much hate is in people's hearts.
Question, Emmanuel, Mr. Historian. Was Churchill racist?
Yeah, he was.
Violently read.
Violently?
No, he had episodes still. He racist still.
Yeah, but violently racist.
No. But my thing is this.
He done his thing though, man.
What, prior to being Prime Minister then?
No. During Prime Minister, during him as a Prime Minister, said stuff about Kenyan people.
No, but he's saying violent, like...
Said stuff about Indian people.
Why am I asking that question is,
One though.
can...
No, he's...
How-
he won though. He's
how
definitely
many-
won.
How many
Pick him up.
How many? Wait. You're supposed to be eating.
You know you only won because the allies, like there was over like 1 million soldiers. I mean, Indian soldiers, like Pakistani, Indian. There was about 1 million African soldiers that fought in the war. All these men forget all that.
Yeah.
No, it's good man management, isn't it?
Guardiola, Pep.
Yeah. How many war veterans do you know that are racist? Not know personally.
I don't know.
What I'm saying is that one could wear a poppy
Yeah.
and a swastika, and it makes sense to me.
Yeah, but to be fair, as I'm thinking about it, yeah, because remember, swastika is the symbol of the Nazis, isn't it? Which essentially just means a national socialist, right? So that means he could just feel like I'm a nationalist for Britain. Hence the poppy as well. So to him, it makes sense. I just don't want to see no black people.
They're going to fight
or
against
brown
Nazis,
people.
though.
Doesn't make
Yeah, but he
sense,
don't
bro.
care. He don't like the maybe Hitler and the fact that if
He
Hitler had
wanted
his
world
way.
domination.
Yeah, he may just want some of those principles here in Britain. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
People that look a particular way in Britain.
This idea that these British people were basically going to war with Hitler because of his racist ideologies.
Yeah, that's not true.
Mental to me.
That's definitely not true.
Mental to me.
Yeah, but that's how they've phrased it. That's how they've made. Remember,
Churchill ought to be one of them motherfucking.
history is told by the victor, innit?
Yep.
And that's where it is. Because prior to World War II, them man were brethren, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Hitler used to send letters to America and the UK rating each other's thing. Like, yo, shout out your... Like, yeah.
They was calm with Hitler until
That's what I'm saying.
he went mad, until when they perceived for him to go mad. Until he tried to get out of his box and go too far. But before that, straight.
Boy. Well, our next headline. United Nations say that 9 employees of the UNRWA, which is the UN Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees, may have been involved in the October 7th attack on southern Israel by Hamas, adding that they have now been fired. The UN spokesperson went on to say that we have sufficient information in order to take the actions that we're taking, which is to say the termination of these 9 individuals. Haq, who's the person, Farhan Haq, who's the UN spokesperson, said that the UN Relief and Works Agency for Palestine refugees will need to evaluate any further steps to fully corroborate. Haq was speaking at the UN Office of Internal Oversight Services, completed its investigation into allegations earlier this year by Israel that a total of 19 UNRWA employees were involved in the attack.
Read your chat. The YouTube.
Wait, what they saying that they were doing? They were involved in it.
They were involved in it, yeah.
But in what capacity?
You see?
It doesn't say exactly what they were doing, but just says that they were involved in some way. It might be something as small as they knew certain things was going to happen. It might be something like that.
That's crazy.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, that's what the UN saying. Yeah, United Nations saying it. And our last headline: Russell Vought. Sounds like a general marshalling troops for combat when he talks about taming a woke and weaponized federal government. So Russell Vought is a project 2025 architect, is likely in line for a high-ranking post if Trump wins second term. Remember we spoke about Project 2025 on the show briefly. He recently described political oppositions as enemy fire that's coming over the target, while urging allies to be fearless at the point of attack and calling his policy proposals battle plans. If the former president Donald Trump wins a second term in November, Vought may get the opportunity to go on the offensive. Like I said, he's the chief architect of Project 2025, which is the controversial conservative blueprint to remake the federal government. Vought is likely to be appointed a high-ranking post in the second Trump administration, and he's been drafting a so far secret 180-day transition playbook to speed the plan's implementation to avoid a repeat of the chaotic start that dogged Trump's first term. And that's it for the headlines.
Word on road.
There's no word on road, is there?
There is.
All right, let's do word on road.
With the GRM gala.
Let's do word on road. So who's doing word on road?
You
Gina.
Wiki wiki.
No, don't wakey me. All right. So this is so unfair.
Happy birthday, Christy.
Happy
One second.
birthday to you.
She done it yesterday.
Oh, but yeah, there isn't then.
No, there is.
Where?
The word on road is that it's Christy's birthday.
Precisely.
Oh,
That is
why I
the
said
word
wiki.
on road.
I didn't get it.
Queen BOE. It is her birthday. Big her up each and every time.
All right, let's go around the room and say why we love her. Why do you love her, Max?
Because she's just so unapologetically racist. I just love that. I just love.
Damn.
I just love that about her. That she's herself. She's she's black over everything. More importantly, you get me.
How about you, Gina?
I do love the fact that she is black over everything. I don't think she's racist though, but just a tad. Just a tad.
Yeah, but you don't believe that black people can be racist, innit?
No. And I also love how I just love her I love her personality. Keep shaking your head. No, it's him. Yeah, you. I do love how I love her personality. And she stands on business.
How about you, Manuel?
That's my Yoruba sister, man. You know what I'm saying? Black over everything,
When it
pro-black
suits
to the
you.
core.
Just saying.
Imagine.
Yoruba when it
Yeah,
suits
100%, man.
All right. How about you, Marvin? Why do you love Christy?
I don't know who you're talking about.
All right.
Who are you talking about?
She used to have a podcast called God damn it. Straight Up Online. Group of girls. African.
I big you up though.
Straight. She was rotating.
See me, I'm so bad with names and whatever. If a face, yeah. A name, can't lie to you.
Fair. All right, so next on the docket is the GRM Gala. Two people were present, Gina and Marvin. You didn't get invited, did you, Margs?
Of course I did.
You did.
Raw.
I said, of course.
Bring me for the jugular.
What? Why do I know that he was? What?
No, why are you protecting him like this for?
Because she
You
knows, she knows I'm gonna invite her. Come on, man.
Yeah,
We
she's gonna
spoke
play along
about
with a
it.
game.
Sorry.
No, my
Forgiveness.
man.
Please. Hello.
All right, then.
No, it was my son's birthday, so you know priorities and that. I had to pick the lesser evil.
Did he miss out on anything, Marvin?
It's one of those things. Yeah, I think he did, but as you said, his son's birthday. So sometimes you got to miss things, innit?
Yeah.
Do you think he missed out on anything?
Do you know what people do? Yeah, I'm not saying this to you, by the way. People do this thing here where when they go to events, they enjoy it. But then when you speak to them, it's all right, man. It's all right.
No,
I'm not saying you're doing it. I'm saying like I've noticed that there's this thing where like people be in an event and you see them having fun, you see them enjoying themselves. Then you might speak to them
Downplay it.
after or thinking, how was it? Yeah, it was all right.
Do you know the only thing? No, do you know what my thing is? I feel like there needs to be entertainment. I think that's what I think is missing. I feel like I've been to all of them, right?
Yeah.
And I think the first one,
When you say entertainment, what do you mean entertainment? Like a
Like-
juggler?
no, don't be stupid, because you know that's not what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
No, because do you know what it is? Because it's for so long, yeah. I feel like there's only it's from like 3 p.m. till I don't know what time it finished.
Oh yeah, I know Christine. Oh yeah.
I knew you know who she was.
Mine killing them. No. I like us here. Yeah. Big up you though. Happy birthday. Didn't know she was racist though.
No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
She's not. She's
Oh, okay,
very
okay.
pro-black. Very
Oh,
pro-black.
okay.
Yeah. No, so because it lasts for so long,
Yeah.
and I feel like there's only so much kind of like networking and stuff that you can do. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so what I'm saying is, if there was like, I understand why there won't be performers because I feel like most people in there are artists and no one really wants to come there to perform in it. So
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
it. But do you get what I mean? Like,
Do you know what it is? I see it as it is for an event. So I see it as
it's essentially a networking
It's
event.
a celebration of like black excellence or like coming together where like everyone's just in the same room. It's calm. Dress how you want to dress. There's photo opportunities all over the place. There's branding. So I just think it's calm, man. Then there's a bit of a party at the end. I think it's cool. The only thing I don't like is like people starting to get into the habit of speaking about people's outfits in a disrespectful way.
Oh,
So
like the whole
yeah,
fashion
like you
show
see
stuff.
me, I want to be able to like if you don't like someone's outfit, say it, you can say that, but just say it in a way, innit?
But do you know,
No, man, but
no,
like
but
red carpet stuff, you're allowed to take people's fits to the cleaners, man.
No, but to be you see, well, do you know what it is? It's calm, but then if someone says something about you don't bone, innit?
That's fine, but you got to put your best foot forward. You get what I'm trying to say? And if you walk into the gala, I suppose, like, and looking like you just rocked up out of Jumanji, then I'm allowed to say...
Jumanji?
I'm allowed to say something.
No, but that's... See what I'm saying? It's Exhibit 8. Man, ain't got to be rude like that, you know?
No, because your
Jumanji.
Your fit's supposed to be clean.
But some people, like, some people don't try, though, man. Some people don't try.
I think...
What happens? You try, right?
Yeah.
What happens if you try and...
And someone disses you? You're vexed.
No, because...
Gina, if someone's rubbish and you're saying, see, Gina, the fit weren't given, the shoes, basic.
No, but that's fine. It's your personal opinion.
But you're vexed, though.
I'm not vexed. You know what it is? Yeah. I think I agree in delivery, innit?
Yeah.
And I think the only way I'd be vexed, is if I know you personally. Because then it's like... And you're not like you're doing this for clout, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to go to that extent. Don't mug me for shits and giggles. And then when you see me, be like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think you can. This is the thing, you can dislike someone's outfit, or not.
I think that's part of the fun of the gala, man. Seeing the car crashes.
No, but it doesn't have to be disrespectful. That's what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what's mad in the gala? Sometimes you can see a car crash. You can meet up. What's going on, brother? Jesus, what is this ensemble? I love Brother Coco. You're like, what? Like, so, but they think they all get.
It's like, no,
but it's not for me. It's not for me.
But that's the thing, though. Fashion is very like it's down to your own interpretation. That's the thing.
No, but sometimes it's not.
No.
Sometimes you're taking a mic.
Really?
Yeah. Even Stevie Wonder will know about this one.
Okay, sorry.
Because I've seen people put fits together that I wouldn't wear, I couldn't do, but for you,
it works.
I get it, if that makes sense. Like, I understand, like, this is nuts, but there's something about this that you're putting together, and this is just you in your bag. I do you. And then there's some people, and it's like, all right, I get you're trying to be different than that, brother, but this is, like, you look... obviously, in my opinion, don't care. You don't care. That's how you come at your yard. But I'm here to tell you, you look like a psychopath. Like, you look like an absolute madman. But I suppose that's what some people are going for as well, to try and shock and to try and stand out.
I can't lie. This year, the girls won.
I heard someone say that the girls never really.
No.
But then again, all the pictures I saw of the girls, they look proper.
Yeah, the girls won this year still. And last year, the girls won again. I feel like for the past 2 years with GRM, I've been to. Like the man them, do you know what it is about the man them? The man them sometimes they'll try and like they wear a suit, then they might wear like
the reason why
they mess something up. Whereas girls, it's a bit more.
I'm gonna be honest, girls are always gonna win though because there's a lot more to play with. Do you know what I mean? Like we can always, you can go the extravagant way, or you can. Do you know what I mean? There's so many options for women. I feel like they're always gonna have the upper hand.
But I feel like if you got the top 5 or top 10 women versus the top 5, top 10 men. Forget the whole gala, just in general. Like, machine for machine, I think the women will win still. Or they won, this year.
No, I reckon it's level playing field, especially if you just go to the elites, if you just go to the top. If you just go to the top.
That's what I'm saying, but that's my point. When you go to the top of the women, that's when you're like, rah. Like, you've put in mad effort for this outfit. This is
I get what you're saying.
This is not just a suit and a chain.
No, but women got more to work with.
That's what I'm saying.
And then like they all got like extra material and just stuff and things to take away your attention from what's really going on. Like the men is just
like the government.
You get what I'm trying to say? It's moving like the government. The men is just suits, 1, 2 accessories, maybe a watch, bracelet, or whatever it may be. But it's just your suit and your fit and your shoe them and thing. It's harder to. And the guys that get it right usually do look good.
Do you think good looks play a part as well?
I think physique.
If you're a good-looking man or a good-looking woman, that is the difference between your outfit being.
Maybe for women, I don't think for men.
I think it's not even
for
looks,
men.
it's physique.
I think physique might be more for men actually.
No, I'm telling you now. You can see 2 girls wearing the same dress. One's got a certain type of body, the other's got another. The one, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's physique.
But isn't it the fact that girl should have realised her body type and wear a dress according to that to accentuate whatever she has or doesn't have? Whereas you can't just wear the same dress and think it's going to drop.
No, but then
it's like the man with K legs and they're wearing like trousers that are mad fitted. Now I can just see the K. Like, yeah.
Anyway, it as well, isn't it?
But it was a good gala this year. I think it was a good gala.
The venue was nice.
I preferred last year's venue.
See, that's what I was gonna say. The aesthetics of it, because I didn't go. I've just seen pictures, and just the surroundings and what I've seen, it didn't look like how the last two.
Yeah, last year's one was better still.
Do you know what it was? So upstairs was like a rooftop, right? And obviously it was a hot sunny day. So aesthetically,
I didn't even go. You know, I didn't go upstairs.
I spent all my time upstairs.
Yeah.
I didn't go downstairs. But the problem with upstairs was there was no sound. Like they couldn't. I don't know. I think there was an issue with them not being able to play music upstairs,
Neighbours
like loud.
and that, yeah.
So the problem with that was there was no vibe because all the music was downstairs.
Oh, that's what you're saying about nothing to do because you couldn't hear anything.
I couldn't hear anything.
upstairs.
So upstairs was just conversation, if you get what I mean, and people just talking to each other. But again, remember it was really hot that day as well. So I wanted to be upstairs, and it was a nice environment upstairs. It was really nice. It was pretty, and I'm sorry, but sun on black skin, whew, it was nice. And then there was the main floor where the DJ was and the music, and then there was a bit downstairs. I think the problem was it was too separated, so it was hard to kind of for everyone to be in one vibe. Last year's venue was definitely better though.
I was downstairs for most of the night, as in,
I didn't even see you.
In the press bit because there was bare like for opportunities.
Yeah.
And there was nuggets.
Oh,
Listen, you see McDonald's, they was just giving out nuggets, bro, and chips, like just trays.
They must have been going down the treat though,
brother. And these were fresh, you know, like not the one when you go to McDonald's and they put it back in the fryer and it's all hard and crispy. No, this one was fresh, bro.
They usually always got some type of food or canapes or something, innit?
I'm not gonna lie.
Last time.
I was sad about McDonald's.
I would have been sad about McDonald's because obviously I boycotted McDonald's.
That's not what I came for. I was actually surprised as well.
You boycott McDonald's?
Because of the whole Palestine, because of the Palestine movement, I was actually, generally speaking, I was actually surprised that they were a sponsor.
That they went with that verse, innit?
Yeah.
Wait, so what are we saying? We don't eat McDonald's anymore. That's what we're saying.
Well, firstly, it's not even good for you.
100%. What, you think that baguette you just had is good for you?
No, it's just...
Bare bread and yeast. Man's intestines are bubbling right now, you know. Bare yeast.
No, but I was just hungry. I needed something different. That wasn't a healthy option. And offset it with fruit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Life's about balance, rude boy. You're not thinking that. They didn't give you no fruit after the nugget, did they?
Listen, that's half an apple and 6 grapes, you know. Hey, what's even like Dr. Sebi over there?
No, but we're boycotting McDonald's, though. Ain't you with that?
Nah.
You're on the Free Palestine thing.
Yeah, but I don't know what my nuggets have got to do with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I went pure gym the other day, so I'm missing me. You still go pure? Yeah.
You still go pure?
It's right across from my house.
What's wrong with your gym, man?
What up?
Oh, didn't you see?
You don't stand for nothing. If you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything.
You didn't see it? How they came out.
Nah. If you man don't stand for nothing, you will fall for everything, bro.
She's even gotten to me. When I heard she was like, you need to leave there. I was like...
Mike.
Listen, when everyone drops their iPhones, when everyone drops certain cars they're driving, I will do the same. Until then, leave me alone.
BMW ain't in cahoots with Israel, is it?
Brother, all these companies are owned by the same brother. I guarantee you, go to the top of the tree, it's the same dude that owns everything. Might be BlackRock or something. I swear to you, bro. So all I'm saying to you is, were we not moaning about Congo the other day in terms of cobalt?
Yeah.
The same people telling you about McDonald's and Pure Gym are tweeting from their iPhone.
Yep.
Are you all right?
Facts.
What's happening here?
No, that's facts. But
that's what I'm saying.
So obviously, when it is one puts their like mask in the sand, you have to basically stick to it, right? And I don't think you've done anything outside of the ordinary. You're not online basically saying we need to boycott this
Okay,
this
yeah,
because
no,
it's connected to this. Once you do that, then people could basically slap these types of questions to you.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever done that.
No, but
I think he would definitely say Free Palestine, but it wouldn't be let me now boycott McDonald's, let me now boycott this, let me now boycott that, let me now boycott that.
Because people don't realise like what's happening over there is happening over there. Like it's nothing to do with my McDonald's. Like there's agendas beyond my control, beyond 20 nuggets and an apple pie. You know what I'm saying? So people going on about allow me, blood.
Can you tell him how it has to do with his nuggets, man?
I mean,
you qualified?
you know, like how you're talking about the powers that be.
Ramsey, call him, please.
Controlling certain things, right? A lot of these
We
big...
should send him someone from yourself.
You're alive, bro.
I'll walk at the studio. I'll continue anyway.
A lot of these big corporations control the economics. So if, for example, now McDonald's is feeling it, they will put pressure on the governments to be like, yo, you lot need to rethink what you're doing over there.
I think that
the thing is,
McDonald's actually sent in hamburgers
they did, for the IDF.
Israeli.
What are they called?
The idea.
Yeah,
Whilst they took a break with what they were doing in Gaza, burgers came in and the fries came in.
Are they hot though?
I think they were. They had them in those.
Why?
Because I've been at McDonald's before and I've got a burger from the actual oven thing and it's lukewarm. So that's what I'm saying. They might not have got the best burgers over there. So
yes, Ramsey. The question is, how is boycotting McDonald's helping Palestinians? That's the great question that we.
No. Do you know what it is? I know. You see, let me not be ignorant and I'm just playing games. I understand the whole group economics thing and that if we all boycott something, they will feel it and then they will reconsider what they're doing and blah, blah, blah. But I'm saying I understand that, but don't pick and choose and tell people when to do these things and when not to do these things because there's so many things going on in the world right now that because there's not a spotlight on it or because people don't care about it, people ain't doing nothing. But then when something gets a bit more spotlight, everyone's like, yo, let's, do you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying because there's so many atrocities going on around the world. Even in this country, you got people who can't even feed their kids, like food banks. You know what I'm saying? People can't even afford rent. So
I think with McDonald's, they made it kind of too obvious.
They chose their side.
Flew in, but they didn't fly in burgers because obviously there was probably McDonald's in Israel, innit?
Yeah.
So they just
Just
shipped.
on a mass order.
Yeah, trucked it in. And they made a concerted effort to basically let everybody know, a conscious effort to let everybody know we are backing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Hence, people saying they're not looking to basically do that. And it's had a great effect on their numbers. Even Starbucks.
Is it?
Yeah, Starbucks the other day came out and said they lost bare money.
Serious?
Yeah. Off the back of that same thing.
But what did we say last week though? McDonald's is now talking about increasing their prices.
Yeah, because they need to make up the.
Yeah.
Do you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. You see what I'm saying? It's all planned. You're thinking it's nothing to do. Them man doesn't want to put up the price of Big Macs. That's it. It's nothing to do with it, brother. I'm telling you, the long game. The powers that be are telling you, listen, this price has been long. What can we do? All right, let's just give something to the war, let them, and then say, all right, things have fallen. Let's put the price. I'm telling you, I'm not putting a plan. I'm telling you, bro. These people, listen. What you think is just coincidence is not, bro.
All right, so back to the gala because I have you two experts here for a reason. Really though, you're all dressed up nice, and we're eating like
McDonald's.
nuggets and chips.
I'm not gonna lie, it didn't fit the aesthetic. It didn't. It did not.
Like,
What was flaming yon?
No, last year was canopies. like
No, but last year there was also pizza. At some point,
didn't see pizza.
At some point in the night, there was a
towards
boxes.
the end, actually.
Yeah, bare people had boxes
yeah,
of pizza.
but that's like you know
That
when
don't
you
fit
go-
the aesthetics either.
No, but that's like when you go to a wedding, and you've got the first people that get the sit down meal, and then you get the evening guests, and then you just get like the buffet stuff at the end. That was at the end of the night because we'd been there for so long. But
There
the
was
original
canapes.
stuff was canapes. Literally, people walking around serving canapes. That's
What's canapes? Like
Little
the small
bite-sized
little
stuff on the
bites
tray and
on the
things.
trays. That would have been
ham.
Huh?
So what was on the canapes?
like
ham?
burgers, like little
okay.
mini sliders.
Okay.
Like patties, like just finger foods.
Do you know what I feel like? I feel like with GRM, they've got to the point where it's brands want to be involved.
Obviously,
in
I
your
understand-
event, innit?
I understand
So you see
that.
like a Hennessy, a Moet, like you see all these things. So unfortunately, if McDonald's is saying to GRM, we want to sponsor.
have you
GRM,
been sponsored by McDonald's before?
I don't
No,
think
the
so.
first
Very-
one.
it's a coincidence right at this time where black people are saying they're not going to be supporting McDonald's.
What do you think it was a misstep taking McDonald's as a sponsor?
Is it black
I'm
people? Is it
asking
black people saying
if it's
it,
been.
or people in general?
No, but I'm asking, on your opinion.
Let me finish my question first
Go ahead.
because I got friends over there. Everybody attended also. Brethrens, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if it is that they knew what they were walking into. So you asking that question, I don't know if it is I can put any blame on them, to be honest. Not everybody was clued up or even on the activist thing like that. But maybe on McDonald's side, they're thinking strategically, there can be a lot of black people here, very influential, the elites, as the tweet suggested, right? And this might be a great opportunity. There's a tweet that went around that we're talking about you guys. Whilst it is that the riots were happening, you were partying in Cram.
You see that tweet?
Wait, what did the tweet say?
That tweet was hilarious.
What did the tweet say?
It was something about whilst the riots are going on, the elite, and they put in
the black elites.
Blah, blah, blah.
Friend of the show, Marianne Sunshine. She basically woke up one morning and said, right.
But then people just
you all should be doing more.
But then people just saying it's always the people that never get an invite.
So basically the black elites were what?
Bitter.
Y'all were partying and...
While the streets were on fire, basically.
Oh, okay. So where was she?
The black elites were eating nuggets on the rooftop.
But where was she?
I don't know.
But then there was like all these quote tweets, and someone had like a group of like 10 brothers, and someone said filthy fellas on the way to Scunthorpe to fight. Hey, the tweets that came after that were hilarious, man. I'm telling you.
So my question is, do you think it was strategic on McDonald's part, right? Bear in mind, I'm not looking to say that the people on the Grime Gala part side knew that this might be like a stitch up of some sorts. But if you all had known that this was going to happen, I'm saying this is going to happen like it's a big bang. It's not. Well, it is to some people. If you knew that McDonald's were going to be strategic and have their branding all over your black elite excellence, would you have attended?
Yeah.
Probably.
All right. Then.
But do you know what we're forgetting as well, Brent? Like just because
I'm not going there for McDonald's.
I lie, and also we don't know how long ago this was
Let me change the question.
Organised.
Let me change the question.
It could have been. Remember, it could have been
Let
from
me change
last
the question.
year.
Let me change the question. Let me change the question. Suppose it was the state of Israel that basically sponsored, and it had IDF on the step and repeat.
Nah, we can't answer that question because it's hypothetical. Like,
I can answer that question.
No, that's a mad hypothetical though. Like, really?
But obviously, what some people are saying, and bear in mind, I'm just asking questions from certain people who are sending me questions right now. You get me? What some people are saying is that they knew that they couldn't just put IDF on the step and repeat because we'd be clued up about that. But the easier way to get what they need to get is to go through MacD's.
Is MacD's? I didn't see MacD's on the step and repeat though.
I did.
Oh, they are, yeah.
I'm nearly sure I did.
No, but remember, you're forgetting there's different parts.
Yeah.
So maybe because that guy, what's that guy who does South London, East London? He was hosting for McDonald's, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Okay.
No, I'm talking about the black dude. So I think maybe where he was, there might have been, but downstairs I didn't see anything. I just saw them giving out food and that was it.
It was on the photo booth. Not photo booth, you know, like...
Oh, yeah, the black and white.
The black and white one.
Yeah, I missed that as well. I didn't see that.
Who's the best dressed?
For...
The men.
I think for...
The men.
The men...
Remove yourself so that it's
I'm in there.
confusion.
No,
You look, I'm not going to lie.
Thank you.
But every year, though...
Yeah, you always hear.
I ain't seen no pictures of you.
Oh, serious?
No, but every year, Marv does do his thing now.
Because Marv knows how to dress, that's right.
No, he does.
Yeah.
I'll get with him.
So let's remove yourself then.
For me, out of the guys I saw, I would say Rimsey.
Rimsey always looks good.
Like,
he does, yeah,
like the suit was very clean.
He always looks good in the
Then
suit.
he had like a chain that said 73. I said, what's 73 mean? So my first door number, where it all started. I said, you guys got too much money, man. But 73 was like this, but wham! I had stuff, you know. I spent 30 bags with his door number. I said, I hear you, Rimsey. I said, I hear you. Rimsey, I like Bashi's outfit. It was simple, but it was effective. Who else was there in terms of guys? Dapper looked good, but I think last year's outfit was better.
You had the same kind of look, didn't it? Just a different colour.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. See?
I think Posty, though, every time I see
That's
I think
weak.
Posty always looks clean.
Yeah, no, Posey, but I think last year Do you know what it is? I feel like last year a lot of men wore the pastel suits. So that was an introduction to lighter suits or whatever. This year, I think suit companies just went brazy and just had the same colour palette. Because when I got to Germany, I'm like, did you notice that bare people had roughly a similar colour suit? It was like green or like a pastel green or like a peach.
They was off it. A lot of people went like how man was just in last year.
That's what I'm saying.
They're 12 months behind. I don't understand what they're doing.
But that's what I'm saying to you. That's why I say the ladies dress better, because there was less copy and paste with the ladies. It was more like, even if it's a black dress, there's something different about this black dress.
But my thing is though, this is why I said women are always going to have the advantage, because we don't generally
Shop in the same place as well.
We don't follow trend for that kind of space. Yeah, you're gonna get something made. I didn't get anything made this year. I didn't try. I'm not gonna lie, but with those kind of events, you'd go and get something made and you'd think outside the box, and you know what I mean. So you're not really gonna see people wearing something similar unless they've bought something.
And I asked why you didn't make an effort this year.
Because
Can you put the microphone? Thank you.
can I be honest? The Rio it's not. I spend too much. I'm just like, what's the return of investment to go and take pictures? It's all right.
So the first one,
Not like that, but
wasn't the first one though. Was it?
I've been to 5. I've been to all 5.
But
But I'd say
year-
last year, the year before, I got dresses made. So I've had outfits made twice. And they're not cheap to get made. And then you got your hair, your makeup, all of that stuff in it. And then I just thought about it. I was like,
How much did you?
Like my dress is like £600. That's a dress
So altogether,
I'm never
how much
gonna wear
did you
again.
spend last year?
That's mad.
Do you know what I mean? Because obviously the detail, the crystals, all of that stuff, it all this dress has been
How much
sitting
did
in
you
my
spend
wardrobe.
last year altogether?
Dress, it's okay. So dress was 600. My hair would have cost me like 120. Makeup £100. And then I'm not gonna include stuff like jewelry and shoes because they are pricey, but it wasn't for that event. It's something that I own. Do you get what I mean? But for me to do that, it just don't make any sense. It's not that deep. So this year
So over $1,000 you spent.
the dress
the 3
I
hours.
wore.
I ain't
It's a
spent,
dress that I had in my
I ain't spent a
wardrobe.
grand for both years.
I know, but you don't get.
Nowhere even close to
No,
a
but
grand,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying. But to get a dress
Would you though?
made,
No.
What's your budget for gala?
Not for GRM.
What's your gala
I'm not
budget?
gonna lie to you. See me as less as possible. The shoes I already owned, the shirts I already owned. I just bought a suit and got it tailored. So I think all in all for GRM I spent 160. Done. All in all.
It's good going.
But you,
I'm not
I
gonna
didn't
lie.
go.
You
No, last
spent
time,
160 this year. The dress, even me not doing any of that, my dress and my hair is more than that.
Let's see.
Because the dress I owned in my wardrobe, which was 250.
you can't count it then.
No, but fair enough. But I never won it though.
Last year I just bought my
Fair enough.
jacket. My trousers and my shoes I already had. The jacket was
I remember you and Beanos got it at the same time, innit?
250, 3 bills or something like that. Can't go wrong. You see what it is? It depends on how I'm feeling and if I want to make a scene or what you're doing and stuff like that. And if you like, you don't need designer clothes to look nice, and like at all. You don't. Yeah, but if you want to go down designer route, that comes at a cost, yeah, at a price, innit? So I'd make my mind up how I'm feeling. It depends on what kind of scene you want to make and what you want to do. I wouldn't mind spending money on clothes. I don't mind spending money on clothes. I don't like doing it all the time. But if there's something that I like that gets me, I'll buy it. It doesn't matter how much it costs. I'll probably go all in all. I probably wouldn't want to do more than like 8 bills, maybe.
See the thing with GRM, the problem is it's not like I know it's a statement, but whatever you wear to GRM you can never wear again.
Done.
Now, for example, Izza's dress, the red one, she can never
She
wear.
was.
Oh, Issa looked good.
She was for me best dress.
She
Issa look proper.
She can
Yeah.
never wear that again.
Of course.
Never.
Issa Perez.
Yeah. Her dress-
ISA.
She had a long trail.
Red.
She had a veil on.
Yeah,
she got back.
She was best dressed for me.
I think it was probably the cheeks that done it for Marvin. that tipped over the edge,
I
right?
didn't even notice.
ISA.
Why is that name song familiar?
PE.
She's outside.
Yeah. She the dress was cold.
Yeah, she was definitely best dressed for me.
Yeah, she looked proper still. Can't lie.
Yeah.
Need a different angle.
Well, I said they can see cheeks.
See him from the front.
There's a video she's got as well.
Curves in all the right
Just as
places.
cold still.
This
It
one's-
it
this
kind
one's
of
a
it
nice
kind of
picture.
gave like vampire.
In Brooklyn.
What? No man, you joker. Like Vampire's Bride. Like you know, like that kind of.
This is the angle Marvin was looking for. See it there?
The dress is cold still.
Is that?
But you know what? I don't understand how girls wear that.
Let me
Because
be
you know
honest,
that
though,
you see
it's
me,
the
yeah.
most uncomfortable.
It must be because as you're pulling, it's rubbing on the floor.
And people step on it.
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, it's long. It's not. It's the thing is, it's not convenient, innit? But fashion, innit?
You can correct still.
Yeah.
You can correct.
All right. Question. If you're new next year, you'll have to attend the GRM Gala, but they were also going to say it's going to be a whip round for some grassroots initiative. Would you still attend?
Like you mean as in them like what they do with the Met Gala?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it depends on how much they're asking for.
What? Where's the ceiling for
It's
you?
really annoying. I have to leave now.
That's okay.
The ceiling for me is when they ask for money, but the ceiling for me is when you ask for money, but yeah, I will see the amount and then I'll go from there. Depends on what the scheme is as well.
Yeah.
What they're asking for money for.
Please.
If it's a one at each, two at each, three each, it depends.
Don't you think that'll be a more worthwhile cause?
Worthwhile to who?
If you have all these ballers in the room, they've spent a lot of money. To be honest, I might be asking a very stupid question because they've spent a lot of money to even get there, to look fancy, right? Mm-hmm. But if it is that you know beforehand, we're also going to be doing a whip round so that you guys' name could be on some plaque on this particular Save the Kids initiative. Wouldn't it be a more illustrious gathering of elites?
I don't think so. What's the purpose? I don't know what the purpose. I don't know what the purpose of the gala is. I haven't read,
thought
I
it
haven't
was
read their
networking,
mission
as you
statement.
said, no?
Yeah, but also obviously there's a celebration of the black elites and stuff like that. So it serves a lot of people's purpose. Marv went there, got his pictures, he rubbed shoulders, it served his purpose.
Oh,
So-
it's an only black affair.
no.
No, but it's the culture. We're the culture, innit?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I think also it's for GRM as well and Posty. Like it works for everyone. Like he gets to be shown as the guy who is the bridge between these brands and the community. He gets celebrated. GRM gets celebrated. You take your pictures. Like everyone, it's like a win-win for everyone on the day. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think that would add. It might add a different dimension to it in terms of because at the end of the day, Posey can be like with all the brands that he's working with. Maybe he could say these brands have given me money this year. The pot is like what's that thing that they save money every year? Comet Relief, for example. You could be like, this year, all the brands and the money I've got, we've had a pot of, I don't know, 50,000. We're going to give it to this said charity. Big check.
You're right. And the Met Gala, they ask for money.
Everyone has
Don't
to pay. The Met Gala, you have to pay to be there. I think it's like 150 bags each or something.
Oh, is it?
Bags, something mad like that.
So would that change your participation in the event?
100 bags, I wouldn't go.
Not 100 bags.
Okay, I was going to say.
Not 100 bags. Let's just say it was $1,000. Would you still attend? Because it's not a flex.
Yeah. I'm openly would because then you will know that this year, $1,000. And also I feel like maybe more effort will be put in, more brands will get involved. It will become a
beneficial for
bigger
you.
event because only those who can pay for it and brands and designers will now want to get involved because they know they'll start styling people more.
Right.
Do you know what I'm
So
saying?
you'd be able to wear certain styles.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So that a rise, as Gina said, would be beneficial to you. You'd make that money back, basically.
I don't know if you'll make it back, but it's just an investment that it's just something that you got to do in it.
Okay. That's cool, man. Best dressed girl, you said it was Issa, and
Yeah, I think I'll give it to you.
best dressed guy, you said it was. The sequence of events, do you all get fed outside of the snacks? Is it like a sit down dinner?
No.
So just go there and then listen to music.
No, you go there and then it depends on what time you get there. So, for example, this year was 3 different levels. So there was a VIP entrance, normal entrance.
What does that mean? Where did you come in from?
VIP entrance.
Sorry, so what's the distinction?
I think so. Basically, for members of
There's Gen Pop there?
not Gen Pop, but as in like you might have been invited because you might be with someone else, or I don't know how that works.
Obviously, because
There's levels to celebrity. There's a catwalk, like you get what I'm trying to say.
But the paparazzi, yeah.
The paparazzi bit with
And
all
some
the
aren't allowed to
with
go
all
there
the
because they're not known.
with all the step and repeats and rest of the time.
There's that as well,
you get your
yeah.
branding in
So
it.
the VIP
So there's
entrance-
certain levels
yeah.
of people that go and they walk through that bit and go and get their pictures, and then there's certain people that just walk through the normal entrance.
Did they feel ashamed?
No, man, it's calm.
Is it walk of shame?
Nah, I've done both, you know. 1 year I went through the proper way and got pictures. 1 year, last year they slapped me in the back. Don't know why they did that to me. I don't know why they done that.
So when you go there, they pretty much decide for you.
No, they tell you before you get there.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
know
Show me
what
your
list
Instagram.
you're on, I guess. Huh?
Okay.
Ah, okay. So they had sorted out the list beforehand.
I guess so. But last year I definitely didn't walk in the proper way
So
because I didn't get them pictures on the front with all the celebrities. Don't
Yeah,
make sense.
last year was different. I remember last year. Yeah, same thing as last year. Because last year was the first year I went.
I'm so interested in who's Gen Pop that got invited.
There's bear jump up in there.
But wait, how do you get invited?
Gal, jump up's usually gal in it. There's gal
So
in
they
it.
just go on Instagram and say, hey, you, pretty, come in.
Nah, they probably curate their list, innit? This all it is. It's just celebrities, influencers, celebrities, footballers, presenters, artists,
Your
and
footballers
then whores.
Oh
Okay.
my God. What's happening?
The way the camera was on you when he said that.
Madness. I'm not a ventriloquist, by the way. That was not me.
There were footballers there?
Nah.
Who was the most famous person there? Outside of you? Because you've obviously bare famous people, but who was...
Do you know what? I can't. Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't call it like that. Damson Idris was there.
I'm gonna say Damson might be.
Damson was there.
Damson might be the most famous person I saw there.
Yeah, Damson was there. Obviously, then you had Bashi there. You had Get, Rimsey, Cripple Conan. Like you had everyone there. Like in terms of UK rap. Do you know? Do you see me? As I said, I'm bad with names. So there was bare girls that I saw there. I didn't know who they were. Then when I've seen the pictures, and I'm like, oh, you've got like 1 million followers. You've got.
There's enough women there that have
Enough
no
for
There's
them.
girls there that I ain't got a scoop
but
of who
then
they are. And then after the fact, when they get tagged, it's like, oh, okay, you're somebody.
But if a girl sees them, oh my God, you saw, I'm like, I don't know who that is. But in their realm, they know all the girls. This is the top makeup artist. This is the top hairstylist. This is the top model. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not in that world. I just know the man them that I might listen to a track. You know what I'm saying? Or like, you've come on a pod or what's good, brother? Everyone else.
I hope the Jerem Gala grows from strength to strength every single year. I think it's a fantastic initiative, to be honest.
Yeah, it's cold still.
Yeah, man. All right,
People's Journal.
Yes. All right, people, welcome to the People's Journal, where I give you the news from an economics point of view. So the first thing I want to talk about, there isn't much to talk about, to be fair, but the first thing I want to talk about is just how the Japanese shares rebounded this morning. Remember yesterday we spoke about how they all plunged pretty much around the world. The FTSE did, the Nikkei did, but this morning they've pretty much rebounded. And yeah, man, sent shockwaves through the global financial markets, man. So the Nikkei stock index jumped 10.23%, which is the equivalent of about 3,217 points. And that's the biggest one-day gain in points, right? And the FTSE as well opened higher following yesterday's fall as well. Whilst also the stock markets in Paris and Frankfurt as well, they also rose. Like I said, pretty much everything just rebounded after yesterday's fall. Next thing I want to talk about is how Thames Water, Yorkshire Water, and Northumbrian Water, they're pretty much all facing fines, totaling about £168 million. Why? This is because, and we spoke about this before on the show briefly anyway, basically how, the public's angry about the environmental and the financial performances of some of these water companies. And because, again, we spoke about how there's a lack of competition, these sort of things are bound to happen. But these people are still trying to find ways to obviously line their pockets whilst not even providing the best service, whilst also damaging the country because there's loads of sewage spills in the rivers. In fact, there's been more than double than last year, and yet they still want to have these crazy profits. So yeah, long story short, Vought, who is the regulator, they pretty much found that those are the 3 companies that have mainly failed to invest in their network basically and provide a better service for the people, whilst also making sure there's no issues with the sewage overflows and raw sewage being pushed into the waterways in the countryside. So yeah, long story short, Thames Water, Yorkshire Water, and Northumbrian Water, they're all going to be faced with fines of £168 million. Next thing as well.
Sorry to cut you. This fine you're giving, what's happening with the fine? Where's the money go? That's what I'm saying. Is like you give fines and then it's not like you're saying this 168 million is going to be used to sort out the damage you've done. It just goes into someone's pocket, bro. Like it just. But the way you see, like embezzlement in the West. I know I'm cutting you off here. They look at places like Nigeria and other countries and they say these countries are corrupt. They're stealing money, but here they will tell you you're going to be fined this amount or we're going to do this, and next minute it'll just be like. Anyway, so next thing. Wait, no. Where's this money gone, bro? Because who's going to take the 168 million? Where's that going?
To be fair, I guess a lot of them would say the money, some of it would go to the government to then improve those things. You know what I'm saying? But you're 100% right.
No,
that's
but
exactly how they do it.
some would say, no, it should go there.
Yeah,
like,
of course, 100%.
The thing is, with the government, there should be like this thing where like it's accountability, whereas 168 million, all right, I'm seeing where it's going, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm seeing like, all right, of that 168 million, all right, 60 million is going to go to affordable housing because we've got it now, so let's put it in that pot. We're not seeing it, bro.
Yeah.
But then they'll just say there's no money for stuff.
You're 100% right, man. It's true. And it's all about how they frame it as well. Like you said, back home, they'll say it's corruption. But here, it's just, it's crazy. Thames Water, out of that 168 million, Thames Water are going to be fined 104 million. So they're the main culprits. Whoa. Yeah. Yorkshire Water fined 47 million. Northumbrian Water fined 17 million. But yeah, the Vought can fine these companies up to 10% of their annual sales. So that's basically what they've done.
Wait, so 106 million is 10% of Thames Water sales?
Yes. Well, 9%. They propose a 9%. 9%. Crazy. And on top of that, by the way, Thames Water are also arguing that they want to increase our bills over the next 5 years. So all it is just to increase the bills to cover this loss.
I got beef with Thames Water, but
They're all crooks, man. They're all crooks.
I'm gonna give them 9% of my bill.
Crazy. It's crazy. And like you're saying as well, but I see why you're saying, obviously, the government regulators and stuff are kind of in cahoots because Thames Water have argued to increase it, like I said, £191 over the next 5 years. But the government said, okay, cool, we'll agree to you increasing it £99. Yeah, that's what happens, man. Anyway, next thing I was going to say is a US judge has ruled that Google acted illegally to basically crush their competition and maintain a monopoly on the online search stuff in it. I believe they kind of control like 90% of it. So yeah, they're saying you can't have a monopoly when it comes to these things. There needs to be competition. And because of that, they're going to be fined. They haven't spoken about how much it's going to cost yet, but yeah, that's what's happening.
You see robbery, yeah? You know, like the man then will rob someone and you can say, brother, what's going on? Like, it's like 50 Cent said it. He said that in the street, the street is, the corporate America is more dangerous than the streets because when you're robbing me, I can see you're doing it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's illegal. Whereas in America, corporately, they will rob you legally, bro, and they'll take anything. There's nothing you can do about it. Yep. You can't go nowhere. You can't fight. There's no retribution.
Yeah.
These men are telling you, like, but imagine someone saying to you with no behavior, you're going to get too many listeners, there's no competition, we're finding you. You're like, wait, what? What are you talking about? There needs to be more competition in this podcast game. It's not fair. We're finding you.
There's no difference in nothing that goes on in the world. Just a playing field.
Yeah,
that's it.
100%.
Literally. Like, from robbing, stealing, killing.
It depends on who's doing it. That's all it is.
Yeah, literally. It's just a playing field. So me and you doing it on the streets are going to get labelled and reprimanded a certain way for doing it. Them man doing it in the boardrooms or like in politics and stuff like that are championed and heralded and it's legal. It's not, but there's no There's no real difference. It's just loopholes that they got in there early to be able to make the rules.
Yeah.
And then twang you. When you're signing these contracts and these things and the language and the things that they put into these contracts, yeah, it's horrible.
Bro.
Like, it's disgusting. They put things in there that they got no business putting in there.
You need a lawyer just to decipher what the hell it means.
Yeah, of course. Because they will just string you up for your whole life and take all your earnings and everything and then take your likeness and your thing and be able to use it there and they can use it here and profit off it and not be liable to give you anything. But it's like, you need, you get me?
Brother.
Because they just want to rob you in your face.
TLC sold bare albums, no P.
Yeah.
NSYNC went on world tour, they got $100. Crazy. Got a check for $100 at dinner, you know. Man opened the envelope, gave them checks. They thought it was going to be a big bag in there. It's like $100 or $200, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But with this monopoly thing, yeah, do you feel like there needs to be something to put in place though to prevent certain things from happening? Because let's just say now, you guys, all right, put it this way, both of you guys, 3 shots, no behavior, doing your thing. You lot are successful. Then you have enough money to buy up, let's just say, obviously hypothetical, 80% of all microphones and studio equipment, preventing other people from competing with you in that same space.
Yeah, well, but why do you use the term preventing other people from competing? We just bought mics. Buy them off us. That's it.
But then you increase the price to such a level where somebody who's starting out doesn't have the funds to buy or struggle. Got 5 man in there sharing 1 mic.
Get your bread up.
Yeah, I don't think you should be able to monopolize any industry.
And I think that's the issue.
You say
know what I'm
that,
saying?
but every industry is monopolized.
That's true to
Coke,
some degree.
Coke
Yeah.
own most of the drinks you see. Volkswagen own most of the cars you see. Like, there's monopoly everywhere, bro. Like, even the government, bro. America, like that, NATO is. That's not NATO. It's America, you know. Okay, if America,
100%.
remember, you know, if all the countries vote and America or the UK say no, the vote don't go through, you know.
Got veto power in
Yeah.
it.
But you man, there's 2 countries. 85 have said yes, 2 have said no, so we're not doing it. That's the same thing, no?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
Essentially, right?
Yeah,
like, because
100%.
if it's a democracy and it's a vote, doesn't matter about you man's vote. But
Yeah.
so, as Mark said, it's a playing field. It happens all the time.
Yeah, 100%. Because one of the judges basically said Google is a monopolist and they've acted as one to maintain its monopoly. But obviously the guy from Google is basically saying this decision recognizes that Google offers the best search engine, right? But we can't be allowed to make it easily available. So he's basically saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're penalizing us for being the best. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, in the report, what they're saying is Google pays more than $10 billion a year to get access to like a steady stream of everyone's data. And because of that data, they can tailor make certain things to you, innit?
Yeah,
Whatever you're
yeah,
searching
to
for.
you more.
So you're always going to go back to Google because Google gives you the best results. But the other companies don't have the money to do the same thing that Google's doing. And that's the monopoly. That's why they got 90%.
I don't think it's just that, though. If you talk to anyone, if you're going to search something, Mark, what are you going to go on?
Google.
Yeah.
So it's not like the way we're talking is like, man
Or
ain't
the
going
one
to
with the one with the
Yahoo.
Labrador.
Yahoo.
Is it Yahoo? No.
Well, Ask Jeeves. No, it's not Ask Jeeves.
No,
La-
yeah.
like, no.
What was it called again?
Yahoo, no?
Labrador one.
Yahoo.
Am I going crazy? It was. Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
think it's Yahoo.
No, Yahoo's got the explanation mark. There was an old school one. What was it called?
Alta Vista.
No.
There was Ask Jeeves. There was
Safari's
Yahoo.
a thing as well, isn't it?
Safari.
Yeah, but Safari, you'll still go to Google. You'll still go on Google.
You go to
On
Safari
Safari.
and then go on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just what everyone
Bing now,
remembers. I remember back in the day, it used to be Yahoo was in there.
Yeah.
And then Google just took over.
Well, that's what's happening, man. And the last thing I wanted to mention is I'm not too sure if you guys know about the protests that's happening in Nigeria. So obviously the president, Bola Tinubu, has called for an end to all the protests. Esther mentioned it, I think early this week. Was it yesterday or last week? She basically said, stuff that's happening back home. At least 7 people have died. Over 700 people were arrested during these demonstrations and stuff like that. And a lot of it started because there were demonstrations in Kenya. So in Kenya, obviously, they were doing some nonsense in the government, increased the taxes. And people said, no, we've had enough of this nonsense. So they protested, and the government went back and changed it. So obviously, Nigerians are now saying, wait a minute, we could do the same thing. And this is basically what's led to that sort of thing. So yeah, man. The president's basically saying there's nothing wrong with my economic reforms, my policies. And so, yeah, we need to stop the protest, basically. And he's blaming the protesters for the their issues. Basically, it's not him. So yeah, that's basically what's going on. And I guess I'll keep everyone updated with what happens in Nigeria, man.
Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
Nigeria ain't nothing changing, blood. You can't tell, man. You can't tell an uncle to change his. Shut up. Like, nah. Nigeria's not gonna. Nigeria. It's sad though, because Nigeria is so far gone that I don't know if I'm gonna see it change in my lifetime. Because there's too much money over there. Like the amount of money involved in Nigeria, and they say like it takes a very strong man to be able to be around that much money and not take any. You know what I'm saying? Like, their kids are going to the best private schools.
100%.
They've got apartments and stuff in Mayfair. They've got 9 cars. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's free money.
Yeah.
So, to a degree, it takes a very strong man to say, there's money here, but I'm not going to use it. And I think that's what it is. And also, nepotism in Nigeria is massive. Once I'm in this position, all my friends, family, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
You want to do the road? Come and take this deal. You do this.
Yeah.
The road will cost 5 mil, but I'll give you 200.
Yeah.
Take 195. That's what you've got in Nigeria. So really and truly, and the money doesn't get to the people. So
it's a shame, man. But yeah, that's it for the People's Journal.
All right, let's get into our last headlines.
All right, people. So our last set of headlines. Trigger warning, sad news, man. At least 4 people have been killed after Hurricane Debby made landfall in the Big Bend region of Florida's Gulf Coast, leaving residents coping with flooding, power outages, and treacherous roads. The weather system strengthened into a Category 1 hurricane late on Sunday and came ashore on Monday morning. It's now expected to move slowly across the state, packing winds of 80 miles per hour and dumping as much as 30 inches of rain as it moves north. And the 4th named storm of the season is also forecast to soak Georgia and South Carolina in the days ahead. Next headline takes us to Bangladesh, where the Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, has resigned after weeks of deadly anti-government protests, putting an end to her more than 2 decades dominating the country's politics. Ms. Hasina, 76 years old, she fled the country, reportedly landed in India on Monday. Jubilant crowds took to the streets to celebrate the news, with some storming the Prime Ministerial Palace, reportedly looting and vandalizing parts of her former residence. And hours after her resignation, the president, Mohammed Shahabuddin, ordered the release of jailed former Prime Minister Khalida Zia and all students detained during recent protests against a quota system for government jobs. The president said that he had chaired a meeting of army chiefs and political representatives, and also said that an interim government would be formed, new elections will be called, and a national curfew will be lifted. And our last headline takes us to America, where the Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to announce her running mate basically today, this afternoon, ending 2 weeks of intense speculation that has gripped the US as it hurtles towards the November presidential elections. Ms. Harris interviewed several top contenders in Washington, D.C. over the weekend, including Governors Josh Shapiro and Tim Walz and the Senator Mark Kelly. Her choice will join her on a whirlwind 5-day tour of 7 cities this week as Ms. Harris ramps up her campaign in key battleground states. The most recent poll was done by CBS, right? And they showed Ms. Harris and Trump in a tight race nationally, with the vice president holding a 1-point lead over the former president, Donald Trump. And the poll released on Sunday shows that Trump and Ms. Harris tied in the battleground states, where the former president held a 5-point lead, while Joe Biden remained in the race. So it seems that people are moving towards Harris, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the headlines. Time to pay them bills.
Let's get into the reaction. No, there's not much. I think I have to look and see if there's any transfer news afterwards. Okay, welcome to the reaction, people, where I read out the sports headlines. We're still in Olympic mode. Team GB, they're aiming for more medals, man. More medals after Keely Hodgkinson got gold in the women's 800. Have you been watching any of this?
No, but This is the first Olympics. I ain't seen nothing.
Same.
You see, usually,
Same.
I watch all the little
Brother.
idiots things as well. Like, it's not even just like
Brother, you
not
watch
even main stage. I'll be
every
watching
event,
all
bro.
types of nonsense.
Yeah.
I ain't
You watch
seen
fencing,
nothing.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll
all
see
of that.
You'll just be like, right, who's this brother? Or ping pong, table tennis.
Yeah.
All numbers. I saw the Nigerian woman win the 200 hurdles, 100. She broke 2 records yesterday.
Was
it?
Yeah.
Curling and that. The only thing I actually watched is the 100 meters, men's 100 meter. That's the only thing I've seen.
I saw that because the highlights. So YouTube
Jamaicans were vexed. What? I've never seen. They're like, nah, he crossed the line first. He didn't.
Oh,
Because in terms of athletics, it's your torso. If your torso
Not the
crosses
foot,
line
innit?
first, not the foot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's mad, innit?
It
Because
should be first body part across the line, really and truly, but that's wild. But yeah, big them up. Chichoke is letting us know that City are on the verge of selling Alvarez for 95 million euros. I'm guessing that's to Atletico Madrid. Yeah, there's some domino effect. If Atletico want to sell someone, then they're going to
he ain't
move
worth
forward.
90. It must be Nico. Oh no, so he's a
No.
He ain't worth 95.
City ain't sending for City. First, City didn't want to get rid of him,
Yeah.
and then that he wants to be first choice and he wants to play boom, boom. And then they said, all right, cool, we'll start listening to offers. But anything up, only things up was from like 70 million and stuff like that. They want big money for him. Alvarez is not a joke, you know.
It's not 95 million, bro.
You see, because he plays second fiddle over there to Haaland and stuff.
hear
Yeah,
you, but
you ain't taking in that this youth's
It's
serious.
not 95 million, bro.
95 million euros is what? 80 something mil.
football-
That's about 70, 80 mils good going for Alvarez.
Football's just getting stupid now, bro.
He's not a 50 million man. Remember, euros is not millions, so you take away a little bit of it. Yeah, he's not a 50 million man. 70, everything upwards of 70 million is 70 million should be the lowest you could get Alvarez
I
for.
think someone gets him 70 mil calm, like, but for me, 80 something mil, that's a main striker. That's like a, you know what I'm saying? That's like a real, like, you know what, like it's like Haaland from someone, or like a, you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, because he's been second fiddle to Haaland, I don't think we're seeing it. He's a proper player, you know, Alvarez.
I don't know, man. I think that's too much, man. I can't lie. Football's getting stupid, man.
But,
And City, I think City have clocked the game, bruv. Every season they get rid of someone, they still win it.
they get big bread for their players as
It's
well.
like it's like he's bored. He's like, you know what? Let me get rid of my man. We'll still win the league.
I say it's confirmed, 81 million. Is that what they're saying? I reckon that's pretty fair, man.
Yeah, 81 million is not bad, but
I reckon that's pretty fair.
to
He's
Atletico
young.
Madrid, yeah.
I think it's Atletico. That's the last story I see linked with him.
They
Heavy
got money
is
like that,
Atletico.
though.
Atletico got big butter. I think they're giving Conor Gallagher 200 bags a week.
Oh, is he gone already?
Yeah, he's gone. He's agreed. He's gone. Remember, Simeone's like the highest paid manager, and like they got butter there. They give fucking João Felix big bread, paid stupid money for him. There's money there. They got it, man. Trust me. Big up them. But quickly, sorry, we can. Do some of your Googles and check and find some more transfer news for me, and I can get into it straight after this. But just to quickly tell you what is going on in the Olympics. I lost it.
And Salusha won the 100 meters of women.
Big up her. That started bare discord online between the blacks, the Americans.
Because she came out of nowhere. I didn't see that coming.
I ain't even seen the race.
Yeah, but it's better. There was a big gap as well. Like, it wasn't like a tight one. That bro, she was gone. I'm like, who is this? That's the thing with athletics. Depending on the day, could be anyone's race, bro. She took off. Shakira Richards was like silver. She just got back to get silver. This Salusha woman was gone.
And they're beefing, saying that blacks want any excuse to.
What do you mean?
Black people want to, like, either black people, like Caribbean blacks, African blacks, want, like, they just hate black Americans. So that's why they're bigging up St. Lucian girl, because she beat Shakari basically. So it's used as an excuse to.
You see this discord with black Americans and everyone else here. It's so like problematic and toxic, bro, because they've got some scope to speak in some ways, but then the way they go about it, sometimes it's just like, bro, no, it's not good, man. Because sometimes you bring on the hate, like you keep saying black people hate you, and they're not your allies. It's like, no, maybe some, you know, like in America, some people's parents, when they were growing up, were like, for example, if I'm Nigerian and I'm in America, yeah, and my kids come to America, and I see black Americans, my mind, I'm like, I've come here to study, behave yourself. Don't hang around with people who are not doing anything. So I think there was that sentiment back in the day. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like with our gens now mixed in, it's not the same as it was then.
I just think I just think a lot of the problem comes from, and I don't know what the cause of the problem is. I don't know whether it's Americans doing it or whether it's the diaspora or whatever. Maybe I just think like you see like black people, yeah, especially us Caribbean, African, British blacks from this side of the world. By this point of our life, we kind of see each other as all the same thing. Where like we get it, whether we're African, Caribbean, whatever it may be. Like black is black, and we understand. Like, but then there seems to be something that's like there's black people, and then there's black Americans.
Yeah.
And they should be in the same bubble with us by rights, but they're not.
No, because you know what it is? They remember, in terms of, they see it as, when there's slavery, whatever, we built this country. As in, like, if it weren't for us, America wouldn't be here. We've had the slavery, we've had the Jim Crow laws, Ku Klux Klan, we've had all the madness. Fast forward now to this year, black people coming over from other countries to America are getting more opportunities than us. Like, the groundwork we've laid, you's lot are reaping the benefits. Which I get the sentiment, but the hate doesn't make sense, because it's like,
But I also think
your grab should be with white America, not with black people coming to America. You get what I'm saying?
I also think that we, like English, British blacks and all that, whatever, or African, Caribbean,
But we have our
whatever.
issues here as well, though.
Yeah, we don't also understand and appreciate that like a black American is like is a thing, because we try and say like it's not a thing. You ask an American person where they're from, and they say, and they're black. You say no, but where you're from, like, but where you from? It's like it's rude. You know what I'm trying to say? Because we can't go back more than one generation and not be in Nigeria or Ghana or Jamaica or wherever. We go back or two max. You know what I'm trying to say? And we're not and we're not here. Yeah. They can go back bare generations,
like
and they're still in America.
8 or 9,
They go back 8 or 9, and they're still in America. You know what I'm trying to say? So I just think we don't really get that a black American is actually a thing. We're trying to pretend like it's not, but by this point in life, like it really is, like its own culture, its own, it is its own thing.
I think we get it, but I feel like most Americans understand. No, I can't say most. A lot of black Americans understand that, but there's some that don't, because they're just looking. Remember, the same thing happening here with immigration and white Brits is the same thing happening in America with black Americans, that they believe that black people some of them are coming there, not taking their jobs, but there's more opportunity, and also they're not paying them homage. They're looking at it like if it weren't for us, you wouldn't be here. We've had all the struggle and strife of black people, and now you're here and you're benefit, and you're not even saying thank you or like you're just not even rating us. That's how they see it.
But they're also held to a different standard, because if you ask me where I was from and I say Jamaica, it will stop there. You're not going any further than that. You're gonna say, okay, them islands was populated by slavery and that as well. We was taken there also. You know what I'm trying to say? So why aren't the Americans held to the same standard? Because like I said, when America asks America where they're from and they tell you Alabama, you're gonna say no, but where are you really from? And when I say I'm from Jamaica, you're not gonna hit me with where am I really from. You're gonna accept that I'm Jamaican. So why are they held to a different standard?
But I don't think that's their issue though. I think their issue more is the fact that they've been through so much over there, and they've got nothing for it. They've got nothing to show. That's what they're vexed about. And I get it. Imagine, bro, you bought a country, you've gone through slavery, you've gone through all these things, and fast forward, like, that America still don't rate you. They don't give you anything. You know what I'm saying? For them, I get where the resentment and the anger is, but sometimes for me, it's misplaced towards other black people that have migrated to America. It's misplaced. If they're being disrespectful, I get that. But sometimes it's not even disrespectful. It's just misplaced.
I would love to get into this more, but I've really got to leave. I'm so sorry, guys. There's not going to be no donut here. But just quickly, let me just get through this. So Keely Hodgson, she definitely won a gold medal in the women's 800 final. Big up her. Today's highlights include Josh Kerr competing in the men's 1500 meters. Andrea Spendolini Seriex aiming for another diving medal in the women's 10-meter platform, and Lewis Richardson returning to the boxing ring. The men's team spirit trio will also be in action at the Velodrome, hoping to replicate the success of the women's team yesterday. And skateboarder Sky Brown will also be competing, adding to the excitement of the day's events. Team GP has high hopes for more medals and will be looking to continue their impressive performances in Paris. that is the end of the show. Should we get into our wrap up quickly, Brent?
No, like Marvin to basically, you can leave.
Perfect. Handle that, Marv.
But I would like Marvin to basically let everybody know about the show that he's going to be doing.
Oh yeah, so Box Park Talks, 1st of September at Box Park Croydon. It's like a debate kind of show with myself and Fiona Hall. Gonna have Simply Sayo there, ZZ Mills, Lund is on the bill as well.
I might have to come to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be decent. Chinks from Facts Only, Christopher Savage, the comedian.
So where was my invite? That lineup sounds stellar.
Oh, what's going on?
No,
here?
what
See, I do it. The baddest thing is I'm actually going to chat to you still.
It's missing a bit of je ne sais quoi,
Yeah,
man.
I'm actually going to chat to you.
Missing a bit, you know what I'm saying?
I'm actually going to chat to you.
This is bullshit.
I knew Miles was going to say that. But yeah, the lineup's looking good. So 1st September, Box Park Croydon, Chucky, ZZ Mills, Christopher Savage, Lund, Chinks from Facts Only, and Simply Sayo, all on the panel.
When can they get tickets?
Tickets are out now. Just go to eventbrite.co.uk, and yeah, tickets will be on there. Just type in Box Park Talks. It should come up.
All right, I'll put that in the description of the video once.
Is it going to be like a regular thing? Or is it just the first?
It's the first one. Let's see how it goes.
Okay.
But Fiona's been doing them for like 3 years now, but she normally does it in a smaller room in Croydon.
Okay.
So this is a time where we're kind of like trying to take over the bigger part of Box Park Croydon. And just, there's an American thing called Conversations with something, I can't remember what it's called. But we're trying to make it a bit more like that, where it's like a place where we can have like grown discussions about whatever it is. There's going to be games on the day, there's going to be prizes to win. Also, there's going to be like a mic as well set up somewhere so that if anyone from the audience wants to come and speak in behalf of a dilemma they have, or something they want to say, or they want to speak against one of the panelists or for them. It's just going to be like that kind of scenario or setting. Sorry.
Stacey asks, are they going to record it and put it on YouTube like the last one?
Do you know what? Maybe. But what I want it to be more of, if you weren't there, you weren't there, innit? So maybe there might be a best bits on the YouTube, but I don't think it'll be the whole thing on the YouTube, because then people just will be like, I'm not going to go, I'll just watch the YouTube. So it'll be a best bits, but yeah.
Sick.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me, man. I enjoyed it still.
Apparently the people didn't know that you had range.
Who said that?
Quite a few people in the comments.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Do you know, I've heard that before when I've gone on like other pods, like when I went on Chucky's podcast, we were speaking about, I think we're talking about dreams and like, I don't even know if we talk about like the Bible and stuff and what we believe and whatever. And then people are like, oh, I didn't know. I was like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm on the pod and I'm always joking around. I can speak about certain things, but the problem is when you talk about certain things, people don't care.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like for example, you go on any blog page, when there's something positive or something about certain things, 4 likes.
Yep.
When there's something a bit more about relationships or something controversial, bare likes, bare people in the comments. But then people say they want to be more engaged. You don't really. You want something that, you know what I'm saying, tantalizes your loins.
Tantalizing.
Oh, that also reminds me. We got a tour as well, TDA tour on the
dope.
17th. Yeah, man, it's gonna be.
It's not what you think it is.
Oh,
Still might find it interesting.
I thought you had like a tour, like a live tour. No.
No.
Oh,
Basically, we got basically Daryl Blake. Big up Daryl Blake. He's been in the show a couple of times, right? He does this money trail slave trade tour in central London. It's about 3 hours long. Basically, talking about all the main spots that were involved in the slave trade.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a exclusive one just for our TDA community. That's gonna be on Garvey Day, Marcus Garvey, 17th of August. And yeah, man, just reminding the people. I'm gonna put the link out now so people can actually get their tickets. But just a reminder to everyone, there's only 25 tickets, right? So if you feel like you ain't gonna be able to make it, please don't take the tickets for somebody else who will definitely be there.
Why don't you charge for them? Nah, man, charge for the tickets, man. I know it sounds mad, but like, and when you say charge, it doesn't have to be something like a lot, but just for people to, because unfortunately people do them things where they'll be like, it's free, they'll just sign up.
Yeah.
And they just won't come and they won't care. Nah, man, you have to pay a little something.
That's why I was hesitant to put out the link. You know what I mean?
That's
why I
not
kept
what
saying
our
to
community
people.
do, man. You know?
But no, I'm just saying in terms of this is why I've been telling people, reiterating to everyone, look, make sure you can definitely make it in it, so that
Or they pay and then when they come, they get their money back. So you're not taking money; it's just to make sure you turn up.
Yeah.
But as Brent saying that's what your community don't do that. So he's got great faith in your community that whoever signs up for a ticket will be there. So that's calm. But when it comes to raves, when you give out free tickets for raves, give out 100 free tickets. If 20 people come, you're laughing. That's how mad it is because it's free. On the day when you're tired, if it's raining, like if you're hungry, I can't bother this. I didn't pay for it. So,
Well, people, like I said last time, show your interest in the Discord. Message us on Insta as well. Yeah, man. So we can obviously get the link out to you as well. But yeah.
was Says here today? Says Lewis?
No. Not today.
Is he supposed to be coming on the show?
Soon, yeah.
Can I ask
happened?
why is that you
Yeah.
asked that question? Because we got email and I'm very, very fascinated
Yeah.
as to why
it's
you
linked.
asked a particular question.
Oh, because he's supposed to be coming on the pod today. Like
That's
Okay.
why.
later on. So when I sent him the address and whatever, last week he was like, I'm supposed to be coming on TDA on Tuesday. I'm sure he said that to me. So he said, I'm going to be in the East, so I'll just be in the East. I'll just come to East in the morning, just chill in the East for the day, and then...
See what is...
Yeah. There's miscommunication. We won't say it on
Oh,
the-
okay.
But yes. All right, cool. Brent, let's go into wrap up, man.
All right.
All right, people, once again, thank you for tuning in. Today was a good show, man. Thank you, Ma, for coming down.
Love, man.
You know what I'm saying? We spoke, the main thing today, the topic of the day was about who's to blame for all this rioting. Is it the Tories? Is it the far-right protesters, demonstrators or rioters? Police, the immigrants, is it social media? Is it Tommy Robinson? Is it Reform UK? That was the topic of the day. The headlines, we spoke about Elon Musk going back and forth with Keir Starmer about him believing the UK is on the brink of a civil war. And then obviously we spoke about asylum seekers being affected by the rioters targeting the hotel to the point that they actually had to sleep in the woods. Obviously we spoke about Farage joining calls for Parliament to be recalled and blaming the soft policing, what he calls soft policing anyway, at the BLM protests for sparking the sort of approach to the far-right protests with this whole two-tier policing theory. The UN says that 9 of their employees may have been involved in the October 7th Hamas attack, and they've been sacked. We also spoke about everyone pretty much in Bangladesh being happy that the Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, has fled the country, and also Kamala Harris today will be announcing her running mate in the afternoon. So tomorrow we'll be able to give you information on that. And just another reminder as well, on the 1st of September, Box Park Talks, Marv, right?
Yeah.
People get your tickets. Tickets out already. Also, let us know if you're interested in the tour on the 17th of August. So only 11 days. So please let us know in the Discord or message us on Instagram, Twitter, anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Thank you, people, for tuning in. We'll be here tomorrow, same time. That's it.
Peace.
Peace.